We'll work it out. Who's helping us in the chat room while we have no audio?
Who's the first to point it out?
Who's it? Who's in there? I can't see that far. Is that Matt?
God damn.
Yeah, there we go. She's working now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Matt. Yes, he's the one who said there's an audio.
All right.
The audio now.
Can you hear me now? All right. Who we got as a listener of the goddamn motherfucking week?
It would be me. No, dude.
Sorry, man. I'm trying to fix shit. You asked me
All
questions.
right.
All right. Listener of the week would be Mr. X, followed by KComp2110.
All right. We like our bots. Come on.
I like how Dominic is still like always like the top
Hey,
video or
DPC.
podcast too.
DPC.
Gotta get her back, man.
Yeah. Third time the charm with her.
We gotta get her on the couch. I mean,
She's our,
in the one of the chairs.
She's our white girl magic.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool.
too.
Audio's back.
Okay. So we all good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
Who done died?
A lot of people died.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. So first, I'm gonna do one of our Hollywood ones. This is actually on a personal tip. Is Max Inscrow. He's a screenwriter. He's a screenwriter for. He's been doing various movies, mostly TV shows. He was writing for the HBO Creature features a few years back. He's actually the cousin of Quan, who we had on about a month ago. He's been in the Hollywood business for a while, but he passed away 2 days ago of cancer.
Sad.
So R.I.P. to him.
All right. And then we obviously had tragedy in Texas.
Yeah, another mass shooting.
Yeah, some lunatic went into a church and killed old people, women, and children. I think it was final count was like 26 people or something.
Yeah.
Some tragic, awful number.
So how many confirmed did?
I thought
I
it
saw
was-
8
I think it's like
confirmed.
26.
Is it 26?
Yeah, I
now?
thought it was.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
way
it
up
was
there.
pushing 30 last time from what I saw. It was up there.
Yeah, awful.
So bad.
I mean, I don't go to church, but it is obviously something where no one expects to experience anything like that.
What I've been,
When you're
I
going
guess,
into a
sort of
service.
reading and hearing is, I guess, it sounds like the Air Force might have dropped the ball on
Oh,
reporting
yeah,
some
that's what I
of
heard
this
too.
guy's
he
because
was
he was discharged for like some sort of domestic
So, yeah,
assault.
Yeah, for beating his wife.
Yeah,
And his infant kid.
yeah, and
Infant?
that was, I guess,
And
never reported, or I guess maybe the two agencies don't talk in terms of if you get charged with, like, I guess that crime in the military, they didn't, for some reason it wasn't on his DOJ profile, I guess, when he was legally purchasing these
Yeah, that's really
arms.
strange. Because I know in the Marine Corps, they double fuck you. Like, if you do anything wrong, and especially if it bleeds over to civilian, like, say if you're off base and you get caught with a DUI, they'll let you do your time in civilian life first, then you get back on base. You do time on
again?
base.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I don't know what year. Well, I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know how old he
what
is
they
or
were saying
anything.
that he mainly he was focusing. He was trying to kill his mother-in-law. Like his goal was to kill her.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
she happened like that was the church she goes to, and she happened to not be there that day.
God damn.
Damn.
How do
So-
we find all this out in like less than a week, and we still don't know shit about the Vegas stuff?
Yeah, we don't know shit. That's true.
Oh, we know a lot about him. Like his dad was like a bank robber,
Well,
and his brother was like this and that.
his
Well,
brother-
we know about the
His brother's a fucking child pornographer.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't know. I haven't heard shit about.
His
him.
motives. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't put out any motives. That's why. I mean, if you don't say the reason why he killed somebody, well, that's
And this guy tried to get away, and another guy like killed himself. But this guy, some two heroes stepped up and busted out their guns and shot
imagine
back.
that, people with guns.
Yeah.
But whatever.
But, I mean, it didn't stop 26 people from dying.
Well,
No,
no,
it
but it's
didn't.
gonna stop other people from dying, and that guy from getting away. So it's the only way to defend yourself against a gun is with another gun. It's unfortunate. That's why police come with guns.
I'm fine. I'm fine with firearms completely. I'm just saying this person with a gun did not stop people from dying. That's all I'm really saying.
Oh, he potentially might have saved other people from dying.
Maybe,
So,
maybe. Yeah, but 26 people, it's awful.
Especially in a church, it's fucked up. And I'm not even religious. I'm just
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Yeah, again in the church. But thoughts and prayers, though.
Yeah. Hey, I'd never get that shit. You can't say thoughts and prayers. I mean, they were literally doing thoughts and prayers.
Yeah,
they were doing
in the
both.
building. So
They were doing both. Yeah. All right. Let's switch gears. For the third time in 2017, we got a MCU movie out in the theaters. This time it's Thor Ragnarok, third Thor movie. Big numbers, over 100 million. I know domestically, and I know overseas it was killing it already too. Well on its way to probably north of 600, 700 million
bajillion dollars
worldwide. And overall, favorable reviews. Every single one of us has seen this movie. Am I correct?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like the box office for it right now is 427 million.
Already.
It's in one weekend. God
Yeah.
damn, not even a whole weekend.
Well,
Wait,
no.
that's not
That's taken
domestic.
into account worldwide, and they had it
That's
3
right,
weeks
right,
ago.
That's right.
Also worldwide.
But still,
Oh, it's
overseas-
great numbers. It's
well,
great numbers.
Yeah, but overseas it's usually like way less than America.
Well, not always. I mean,
Yes, worldwide.
Yeah, I mean, for Wonder Woman and Spider-Man: Homecoming kind of gave a sense of, I think, like, I want to say like 400 or 500 million overseas, for both of those, somewhere in that neighborhood. But anyway, let's jump in. Stitch, you haven't been. Oh, go ahead.
PSA.
What?
We're probably going to spoil the shit out of this.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
If you haven't seen it, I know some of y'all in the chat may not have seen it. We're about to fuck this all up.
Y'all done fucked up. You should have
Yeah.
seen this.
Synced it.
Stitch, you have not been with us for 2 whole weeks.
Yeah,
Why don't you
no.
start us off on Thor?
Working and a dog died, which sucked. So it took some grievance off of last week and everything, just to whatever, all that stuff. But I enjoyed this movie. I am not normally a Thor fanboy. To me, out of the MCU movies, I think Thor has probably been the most disappointing in terms of his solo projects.
For 1 and 2?
For 1 and 2, they're at the bottom of my list.
But they made
Not-
Rainbow Bridge not gay though. I mean, that's
It-
a victory in and of itself.
But this one I enjoyed the most out of the previous 2 Thor movies. All the characters were interesting. I thought it borrowed a little bit from the Guardians of the Galaxy format, where they added humor into it, and I think it was something that made it enjoyable, where it wasn't just pounding you over the head with science and space and all this futuristic kind of stuff where you're kind of like scratching your head. It was really funny. Chris Hemsworth did a great job just bringing a lot of lighthearted jokes and hilarity to his character. I thought that, and I'm not going to go on the attack yet.
The attack? What the fuck?
Well, I'm anxious to hear your review on it, because I know you being Hulk fanboy. There's no reason Hulk should have a solo film at all.
How dare you? He's already had 2.
There's no
Yeah,
reason.
and those 2 were awful though. Like, he had more than 2 in there.
There's
Ed Norton wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
I
It wasn't
mean,
great. I'll confess on that.
seeing. Maybe I'm just tired of just CGI, just complete CGI. And so it's cool to see Hulk like in his form when he's doing stuff in the Avenger movie and everything, but just watching him nonstop on camera, it just got a little bit just like, come on.
This was too much Hulk for you.
Well, there's more Hulk in this than there was Iron Man and Spider-Man.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's
It's not. Well,
okay.
I'm not gonna take
Yeah.
your bait on Spider-Man. Homecoming. I'm not.
it was kind of like a buddy cop film.
Yeah.
I think it would have been great. I think it would probably been the most epic moment. Unfortunately, trailers ruined it for all of us.
I couldn't agree more.
If we had not known that it was Hulk
Yep.
that was going to be in that arena, I think that would have been one of the most epic moments in Marvel
Yeah.
movie history if they were able to just keep that shit under wraps and not show that in any of the trailers.
Yep.
That would have been so effing great. I would have lost my shit in the movie theater.
It was crazy. I was like trying to think of was like how did like I don't remember that scene of Bruce Banner or Hulk like flying out of the atmosphere in the shuttle. Like
He
I don't
was-
remember that in the
That's when
Avenger
that's-
movie.
That's when
End
he
of
was
Age of
crying
Ultron.
about Black Widow,
Yeah.
and Black Widow was like, "Oh, come on back," and he was playing the "Have You Seen Her" song,
He was.
and he just. Now I don't know how he ended up in orbit or in this time warp. That's something that maybe one of you guys can explain to me, because he was just flying in Earth's atmosphere. Now all of a sudden he's in a different galaxy planet.
Yeah, that's the part that threw
I'm
me off.
confused.
Yeah, apparently there's a wormhole close to Earth.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get
Nobody knows.
We're gonna have to get Kevin or something to explain that, because they didn't really break that
Well,
down.
because what it was supposed to be is he's supposed to kick the fuck off the planet.
Yeah, and I was like,
Is what it was supposed
Yeah,
to be.
he
But,
didn't- it was supposed to be-
but just from the MCU standpoint of Age of Ultron being 2 years ago, the Quinjet is not, to our knowledge, a spaceship.
Yeah, I
No,
don't think so either.
It has nothing to do
It
with
should've
space
stalled
travel
out.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
So even if it's in stealth mode, he should be somewhere on Earth. And if you're going to make me believe that 2 years ago he got kidnapped or captured and taken onto this, planet, this alien planet, you kind of have to show that or explain it much better.
Like
'Cause
I know
that was vague.
I know the scrapper chick said she collected the Hulk because
but
it's like her project, but
And it's like, how?
Yeah.
that's how and why were you on Earth? Were you just in orbit? Because none of that made sense.
but there's no way she'd be able to capture the Hulk and have him like stay the Hulk and not know that he's actually Bruce Banner.
She is Asgardian, so
Yeah, but she still would have got beat the fuck down.
Yeah, she ain't no match for a Hulk.
Yeah. I mean, he beat down fucking Thor, beat down Loki, even though he lost to Thor in the end, but, you know. Well, no, actually,
Not
no, he
really.
didn't.
Not
Yeah.
really.
Nah.
Not really.
No,
I mean,
he got
it was
his
a
ass
good
beat.
battle. It was a good
Well,
battle.
no, it
That was pretty dope.
Yeah,
fight.
but there was why he probably would have lost
Yeah.
though, except for that neck thing.
Until Bobby the Brain Hand threw the salt in the wrestler's
I
eye.
thought,
Yeah.
I thought Thor was the one that was knocked out at the end and he woke up later.
'Cause
Yeah,
he
No,
got
the only
zapped.
because he got zapped.
Yeah.
he was-
Well, okay, wait, hold on, wait.
Hulk was about to
Hold
catch
on,
another loss.
wait, hold on. How the fuck did this entire... All we know about Thor is he's the god of
Thunder.
thunder, right?
Yeah, so why's electricity hurting him?
Why is electricity
Yeah,
hurting
that's
this
fucking
motherfucker? I can't suspend my disbelief that a zap gun is taking out the god of thunder who controls all things electricity.
He has a shock collar.
yeah, but
on.
he
Makes no sense.
was
No.
kind of like depowered and shit because he couldn't even take on that crew that came down and wrapped him up.
Well, they put
Yeah,
a
he got
net
shocked
on
then
him,
too.
But that was
Yeah.
electric net.
He
I mean, he was
literally
stone
has
cold.
lightning coming out of his eyes.
But he couldn't even control it because he tried to get out of the seat and he like fucked up. It's all sparkle. He's he got sparkle fingers.
I do like how they've
Sparky.
gotten to that point where he's sort of
Captain
become
Lightning.
completely non-using his lightning ability. He's
His
just
hammer.
been totally relying upon his hammer
Yeah.
in the previous movies, which I thought was a really good. Like, hey, yeah, you are kind of a little bit too hammer heavy.
Yeah, you're not the god of hammers. I like
Yeah,
what you said
exactly.
there.
That
Yeah.
exactly. So it was really interesting to see that.
But one thing
part of it,
one thing I thought was interesting is that not to be saying like Marvel's copying DC, but like just a reaction between like Wonder Woman getting her powers, like releasing her powers, and like Thor releasing his. They were kind of very similar about how that all kind of went down in my book. And then like also like
They're both gods.
well then like I don't know, there's like there was a few similar. I mean they're both gods, so yeah, that's probably why, and like their storylines kind of line up a little bit, but it was just kind of interesting, that whole aspect of the movie.
I'm gonna take this on for a quick second.
okay.
For me, and I enjoyed this movie all the way around. This is the third MCU movie that we've had this year. I knew that Homecoming wasn't going to have anything to do with the overall story with Thanos. Both Guardians and Thor Ragnarok really didn't either, with any Infinity Gems being revealed.
All he did was mention. He talked about it. How he was searching for him,
And they showed a fake Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They
And then
confirmed
I
that
guess
was
the-
fake.
And
It
the
was a
Tesseract.
Tesseract, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Which confused me because when Loki walked by it, did he like
Oh, yeah, he
snatch it
he
up
took
or
that
something?
shit.
He could've.
Okay, because I was kind of confused on that
He
because he did
definitely
like a
took that
double
thing.
take.
yeah.
So I thought he was going to use it, but it doesn't seem like we have progressed any.
We haven't moved forward with the overall Thanos story with Infinity Gems really since Guardians 1.
Yeah,
we
that
got
was
the
the
thing at
last
the
time we-
end.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Thanos'
Yeah.
ship.
Here's the thing: we haven't seen his face. We don't know for certain whose spaceship that is.
We don't. But
I mean, we're assuming, and
Yeah.
I agree with your assumption most likely being correct, but we haven't seen Thanos since Guardian 1. And even that was just a few seconds on screen, and then before that, all we saw him in was Avengers 1.
So
Like, to me,
I'm fine with that. I'm
what-
actually fine with that. I'll wait for his big, like, overwhelming debut when Infinity War comes out.
But
Most
like,
people
start dying.
Most people have forgotten about the actual gems in a lot of ways.
yeah.
I mean, if
Well,
we're really being honest,
They about to know when Infinity War drops. So
Oh well, you got to lead up to it, and if you can't make us remember shit, I mean, it was hard enough for us to remember, like Blue said, how he even got on this fucking planet, and that was 2 years ago. That was like a major plot point, but the jewels, the gems, they're still kind of confusing because there's seven, yeah, six of them, and we need to keep track of them. We need to keep being reminded because they're a major catalyst of what this Infinity War is going to be about. You need to keep that in the viewers' minds,
Yeah.
especially the casual people.
Yeah, well, I think that they're going to talk more about it during Black Panther, which kind of makes sense to me anyway. I mean, yeah, they should have had. I was expecting some in Thor, but I mean, they had some stuff, but it wasn't enough. I think at the end that was something linked with Thanos as
Yeah.
well.
maybe, yeah.
It's hard to tell with that spaceship though.
There's still
Yeah.
2 outstanding, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
are we going to jam it in
I think
Black
there's
Panther?
one
Well, no,
One
I think Black
outstanding.
Panther has one. I
Okay.
think Wakanda has one. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, the movie, it was a good movie, but one thing I honestly didn't like was there was a little too much comedy in the movie for me.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
Like honestly, like from the beginning, it was just like way too much, like kind of slapsticky comedy shit, and I was just like, all right, man, you're the god of thunder and lightning and shit. I'm the god of comedy, so let's get the show on the road, man. And that was my only real major gripe with the movie was just the comedy shit. It was just like. It was just kind of too much.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the way that they started out with the Thor movies. Like I want to understand if you're gonna keep it like a little light, but they were pretty dry to me the first two.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like Thor is just like super jokester.
I think
Jeff
they
Goldblum
tried.
was great.
They tried too hard to like try to take the formula that they have for Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor into Thor.
Well, yeah,
Like and like Thor is like usually he's like a serious character, and so for him to be cracking out jokes kind of took me away from him being like the god of thunder.
Well, the joke for Thor usually is he's Asgardian and doesn't understand Earth customs, but this isn't
Like
on
him
Earth.
in-
This
like
wasn't on
Drax.
Earth at all.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, he went to Earth, and then it was like the whole thing with Doctor Strange. That like, I was just like, come on, man.
With the jumping
It was
around.
kinda- it was
I
kinda
just
weak.
Like,
It was
I
kinda
like,
weak.
You're a god. Like jumping around shouldn't be a big deal to you.
really
You know what I
should.
mean? It was just like,
It just what they just threw Doctor Strange in there to me.
I don't honestly believe MCU fans deeply care about him. I thought his movie was fine. I'm not shitting on his movie, but I don't think they're in love with Doctor Strange per se quite yet, to where he needed to be in this one per se.
I just don't see how this ties together with the entire big picture. Like if we like, there's no continuing.
what he said is correct. Like Doctor Strange is in charge of planet Earth, and especially mystical beings that come there.
Sure.
They should be going through him. So
And
that
doesn't
part I
he-
can understand, but
And doesn't Doctor Strange carry the time gem as well?
he does.
And
Yeah, it's
the
Agamotto.
amulet. His
Yeah.
amulet is supposed to be the time gem.
Yeah.
But man, can you imagine having a fucking cup that just constantly fills back up with beer? How fucking epic and awesome that shit
I
would
can
be.
imagine it for like a day and I'd fucking die.
That's fucking crazy.
Let me ask you this, and maybe I'm the only one with this problem. So I liked Kate Blanchett's representation of Hela overall.
Yeah, she
yeah,
was
I was
badass.
fapping pretty hard.
She was pretty good in that. My only issue was, and don't get me wrong, I like PG-13 movies for comic books, but holy fuck, there were hundreds and hundreds of stabbing deaths. It was all stabbing deaths. For the most
Yeah,
part.
she was fucking up
And there
everybody.
was
You can't show
zero
blood.
zero
There was a little bit
blood.
of blood in the
There's a
Japanese
little
guy's
bit.
face.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Japanese guy's face. So I can't
Yeah,
remember
the
that
guy
part.
he
The
was
guy with the fucking mace or whatever.
he was the one who was
Oh, the
commanding
first-
the army.
Okay,
pretty much.
so little. It like
If you show like impaling with blood, it'll pretty much get you
It is.
automatic R.
This is Disney.
It's like it's the same thing with like
Yeah.
Wolverine.
That was a problem too with the Japanese guy. So she kicks the guy through a wall, and then all of a sudden he comes back, and he's on the floor in the front, like where the wall was to the left. And I was
Yeah.
like, but you kicked him through that wall,
Yeah.
so why is he here now? Yeah, it was like, it was weird.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the violence of the stabbing and all the swords and whatnot, but I mean, it just seemed so watered down and so intentionally
Well, it's the
we
Wolverine-
can't show anything.
It's the
Yeah,
Wolverine thing.
exactly.
You know what I'd wish too with that character is that I wish they would have shown her powers in slow motion, just in one shot,
Yeah.
so I can see where the fuck the blades are coming from. 'Cause
Yeah.
it seemed like she was just going like this, and people were dying, and I was just like, "What the fuck is killing them?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like really weird.
Only
Yeah.
time it, like you kind of got to see her where they were coming from is when she's like fighting on the Rainbow Bridge or like she's fighting a giant fire dude. And they
Yeah.
were like coming out of the ground. It's like okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. But
Yeah, but I mean, she pulled out the executioner's hammer like just out of nowhere. She's like flipped her hand. She had a hammer
And,
or
okay,
a
Do
axe.
is Loki really a villain?
No,
we
he's
still
almost
ki-
like an anti-hero, lovable character that's on the side of the Avengers.
Yeah, it's
Not
like
about
I don't
lovable.
even consider him really evil at all
They don't know
anymore.
what. They almost don't know what to do with him anymore.
Uh-huh.
But he's still likable.
He's just like a side kind of kick with his own agenda.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Can I-
what?
Yeah.
But what about your thoughts about Thor losing his eye?
That
That happens in the comics.
Well, yeah,
so
but
yeah.
I mean,
I don't mind.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, Thor. You also have to remember he lost his mom in what was the second one.
Yes.
Obviously, he loses Odin in this one. He loses his eye. He loses his hammer. So Thor's been through quote unquote a lot.
In the comics,
a lot of
he loses his fucking arm.
Yep.
yeah.
so-
And
True.
and he lost his lady because Jane ain't around.
fuck
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, and Jane was not really missed. Did you notice that?
Yeah, no,
I,
give a
nobody
fuck.
gave.
well,
a
didn't somebody
fuck.
make a joke about that when he was in New York? They were like, "Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I heard you broke up with
dumped
Jane or
her,
some shit
yeah.
like
And
that."
nobody cared, you know. And then, but no Lady Sif either.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
where was the crew
scheduling
at?
conflict with her because she's doing Blind Spot, so she
Well,
couldn't
had-
make it.
Yeah, Tessa Thompson's fine ass. So I was.
Yeah, we did.
Tessa's-
She was kicking ass.
Let's talk about
Hold on,
Tessa.
the chat room was asking, who would you smash, Tessa Thompson or Kate Blanchett? I'm going with Tessa.
Tessa
all
every
day.
fucking day of the week.
I'm going with Kate.
Even though Kate looked pretty hot in that get up. Tessa looked better, man.
I'm
Yeah.
going
Sure
with
did.
Young Strange.
I can't remember what Kate Blanchett looks like in real life anymore because
She's normally a redhead.
Really?
Yeah.
I did like I like the way whenever she went to throw on her like helmet or whatever, the little spike thing. That scenes were pretty cool.
That was
Yeah.
dope. So Tessa, she's obviously new to the MCU. She
that's right,
felt like an awesome, well, almost like a Nebula Gamora-like
Yeah.
Asgardian in a lot of ways, you know, except drinking and badass and awesome, but kind of that same archetype.
So
Yeah.
She was drinking a lot.
So now, and I feel like I'm raining on this whole Marvel parade thing, but now, because I was hoping that they would introduce her as being Death, as
Who, Hela?
Yeah, that's what I was
as
gonna
being
Well-
Thanos' motivation.
no, that's the different. She's the goddess of death, but it's from like Asgard.
Yeah, but I
It's
was
not like death.
I was hoping that they would maybe tweak it somewhat because now all of a sudden it seems like we're going to get jammed down that all right, Thanos cares about this figure Death so much in the same movie, and that's his motivation in 15 minutes we're supposed to understand he's doing all this for this girl.
I think they're gonna fuck that part up.
Yeah, I
Well,
think so, too.
I think that the window is now too short for us to even rationalize why Thanos is doing all this crazy shit.
We don't know Thanos.
We don't.
Who's this Thanos you talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
New phone, who this?
new phone,
New
who
gauntlet, who
this?
this?
Y'all guys catch all the Easter eggs in the movie?
there was a
Like
lot.
I know the
of
major
shit.
one. I'm pretty sure y'all guys caught was the guy who becomes the next Thor.
Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
he was in there.
When I saw that, I was like,
Right,
oh
he's
shit, this is fucking.
Well, it's
obvious.
just a statue.
Yeah, it's just a statue. But he was one of the champions, basically.
It would have been awesome to actually see
Yeah.
Beta Ray Bill. That would have been a fun cameo, especially for Thor fans. You know, I thought they missed the boat with that one. You'd also notice that I had to look this up, so but the director, I'm gonna butcher his name, Taiki Waiki.
Yeah.
Um,
it was a weird-ass name.
He actually did the voice for the stolen characters from Planet Hulk, the Rock guy.
Oh yeah.
The Rock
yeah.
guy stole he stole so many scenes from me.
Yeah.
He was
That I
funny.
got fucking
He was
funny.
awesome.
It was funny. Don't get me wrong, but both of those, he and Meek are from Planet Hulk. But that was the director doing that voice, and he actually killed it pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I,
it's pretty
I love the way that voice was
That
portrayed.
voice
Like,
was
it's so
hilarious.
like
I could hear him
chill.
talk. I could hear
Yeah.
him just talk.
Che-
That was
So,
cracking
cheers.
up.
Cheers. Would you like to go on this ship with me, mate? So, come on, then.
What was that little thing
You
he was
need to
carrying?
talk like that all the time.
That little thing he was carrying. He was like, oh, it looks like he died.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
he's
he-
back.
yeah.
I thought I killed him. I'm carrying
Yeah.
around for grief.
Oh, Meek here.
Yeah, that guy was hilarious. Like I didn't mind his comedy.
Yeah.
He was hilarious.
Yeah, because he's a character. He was like a little funny.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious. Did
like-
did you? We got Heimdall again with Idris.
We
How
got
come he
Jeff.
looks smaller?
We got Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
he was
that-
great.
He,
I mean-
loved him.
wait. So I love this scene was the best scene for me. It was when that one chubby lady was like, "Oh, hey, the slaves got out." He's like, "Wait, no, we don't call them that."
Yeah.
paid prisoner.
Yeah, paid prisoners.
He's like, yeah, let's go with that. And like when we're introduced to him, he does his like, I don't know if you've ever seen Jeff Goldblum, but he always does his little keyboard thing. He always
Yes.
plays, and he does it again in
Oh, I
fucking
missed that.
Thor. He busts out, he's like, oh, I'm jamming on my keyboard, because I know he does that in Portlandia.
Yes.
And he did that shit in this. I was like, oh, fucking typical Jeff Goldblum.
Now,
Well,
Isn't
the
he
World
like
of
the
Imagination song from
Yeah.
Willy Wonka playing
yeah.
as Thor was
Oh
going.
my
I
god,
lost
that
it on
fucked me
that.
up.
was
I was like,
hilarious.
dude, if
Yeah.
I was high, this would be fucking me up real hard.
Now
was
that's
fucked
the
up.
he's the collector's brother or something. I
Something
read
like
something
that.
like that.
I know they're connected somehow. I don't remember how.
So it's partially Planet Hulk,
Okay.
and he's at least in that comic, he didn't have any relation that they
Okay.
mentioned to the Collector, but they look similar in the MCU.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I'd heard
I
something
think-
about it, but wasn't.
I don't know if they're brothers, but I know that they collaborate like later.
He's so much better than Benicio del Toro's
Well,
character.
but the collector is actually like super powerful.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this. Jeff Goldblum is.
He was
It was
just
fun.
yeah, he was just up there like, all right, let's get this going. I want to see Death and Destruction. He was just like super calm about shit. I'm like, it's typical Jeff Goldblum. It was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
I felt like this movie was totally like it was the Guardians of the Galaxy feel with a Thor storyline. That's what it. I mean, it looked like
Yeah,
Guardians of
even the
Galaxy.
music.
Yeah, when they're playing like fucking old school rock and shit, when they're fucking blowing shit up.
One of the Zeppelin
immigrant
songs.
song.
Yeah.
Immigration song. Yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
So wait, why was Idris Elba's character so small? Like I think in Thor 1 he was like a huge fucking dude.
Nah.
Now he
Thought
looks like a
the
normal
same
person.
size to me.
Makes sense as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was fucking huge. Maybe it's just
Standing next
maybe
to
it's,
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
You look small.
Idris is a pretty tall dude, I think.
Well, no, maybe it's
But I
just
don't
because of
think
his
he's
get up.
yoked, like,
Maybe it was
yeah.
like his armor he was wearing since he wasn't wearing armor in
He's
this
usually on a
one.
platform because
Yeah,
that's where like.
sure.
Oh, maybe that's what it
shoulders-
is. Maybe it's because he's on a platform.
Do we want to rate it or any other?
Oh, we didn't
Final-
talk about Carl Urban with his Des and Troy guns. You know, he like
Yeah.
he's
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to save. He went out for Asgard, but he was like quick to betray Asgard. So it was like, I mean, he couldn't really do anything against Hela. So, and the fact that the only way to stop Hela was to like bring the destruction of Asgard, pretty much.
Well, that's a problem though. So if you're Asgardian, you shouldn't be like, oh well, I guess I lost. You know what I mean? Without even fighting, like that's like why you're there. It's because you're a warrior that won, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too.
So,
Like, shouldn't
yeah.
everybody on that planet be warriors? Like, aren't they
Yeah.
like the best of the best?
Yeah. So that was kind of strange.
So what's Trump gonna think about all these Asgardians coming to America?
Get off my planet.
Damn.
You want to rate it? Roundhouse rating it. Kronos, you start us off.
I will give it a 8.3.
Not bad. Blue, what you got?
I'm gonna give it a 7.7 just because I didn't really like the comedy too much. It kind of drew me away from the movie.
All right, still in line. Old
I'm
Richard.
gonna give it an 8.5. Solid film.
All right.
I'm gonna give it a 7.9.
I'm copying you. I got a 7.9 on this one. So overall, we're kind of in the same cluster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Good MCU movie.
Good.
Next
solid
one up,
movie.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
But no,
showed
we
that
got-
trailer. Are
We
gonna
got
talk
Justice
about-
League coming out.
Next
for
week.
MCU.
Oh,
For
for
MCU,
yeah.
though. Yeah. Wait, Justice League is next week or 1 week after that?
Next
Thought it
week,
was the 17th.
17th.
Yeah, next week.
Same day
Yeah.
as our cigars and fucking whiskey night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you finish up Stranger Things? Goddammit.
I did.
All right.
Oh
Ah,
shit.
yes, let's get into it.
Full review.
On into goddamn
I
Stranger
told
Things.
you I was gonna finish it. I was busy with stuff. Y'all know what I was busy with, so
Choking sleep out.
fucking training.
What did we do? Episode 1 through 2
We did
last
episode
week?
1 and 2.
So
Yeah.
let's finish it off. I don't even know what episode 3
So
was.
we're on episode 3. So
Trying to
give me
look at
one
They've done,
second.
they've done all the Ghostbusters stuff in episode
Yeah, so
2.
episode 2 is the Halloween episode, which was the Ghostbusters episode.
Well, I mean, we can just talk
Just
about
jump
the
in,
series
yeah.
in general.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah. I like this season better than the first one. The first couple episodes, I was on the fence and I didn't know where it was going. They kept 11 on house arrest, which kind of sucked because I really liked her character in the first one, and the he's got to be the most pussified police chief of all time, or the sheriff, whatever the fuck his title is. But
Hopper.
he's supposed to be the head law enforcement official.
Well, he doesn't want to be there. Cause remember in season 1, he's like, "Why am I even fucking here?" Like he hated
can't
his
do
goddamn
shit.
job.
No one notices when he's fucking missing. He's just fucking trapped in a hole. Nobody cares. He can't tell. And like this science factory is punking the shit out of him, even though they're run by the military. Then he calls for help. He's like, "Yeah, you need to get whoever here." And he's got to be like, "I'm Hopper, the police chief." And they're like, "Yeah, whatever." And they help never fucking comes.
Yeah,
His
that was
radio
fucking at
doesn't
the
ever
end.
work.
Yeah, in the end, nothing came. I was like, damn.
Nothing. He can't do shit. He's getting fucked up. It's ridiculous.
What they should have had Skeptical Negro call. I would break it down to him. You know what I mean?
It's all bad. So
But I think it's funny that they have Skeptical Negro's family in this one, because I guess people
Yeah,
complain
they
about it
do.
in the other one. Like, where the hell is his family at? And
His sister was hilarious.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
his sister was
They're
all
fucking
his
up
sister
shit.
was all cockblocking.
Not
So-
handing him the phone and shit.
Yeah.
I mean the radio.
So
Walkie-talkie.
episode 3, real quick, was the one where Dustin finds the little pollywog, is what
Oh,
he calls
fuck
it.
Dustin.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he
Get
finds the
on his
little thing.
ass.
Dustin done fucked up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
he
mean, he
did.
didn't know what he was, so he keeps it in his little thing.
Fuck Dustin.
He's all feeding it and shit.
Nah.
he didn't see Little Shop of Horror. Like, you can't keep fucking little.
Yeah.
Alien
Little Shop
things.
of Horrors.
And he fucking ate his cat. I was like,
No,
God damn.
yeah.
What year did Gremlins come out?
Like
Shit.
early 80s. 82.
Did it come out before this
Mid.
movie? Before this would have happened?
I don't
No.
know.
This is 84.
It was mid 80s thing came out, not early.
first
80s.
the first Gremlins?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Let's look
Okay.
that up.
Because this is exactly what motherfucking happens in Gremlins. You got this, it's my
84.
cute little pet.
Okay, same year.
Okay. I got this cute little pet, and then all of a sudden it starts shedding and molting and fucking eating bologna, eating your motherfucking cat, and you still want to keep it secret because for science purposes? Nah, fuck you, Dustin. You are fucking shit up.
And then he lied about it.
You
Yeah.
lied
Fucked
about
that
it.
part,
You
yeah.
got your best friend's mother's boyfriend killed because your stupid fucking pet. fuck him.
He got killed by somebody else.
Yeah, he got killed. He got killed by a mob of them. It wasn't
Yeah.
just
Well,
one.
okay, and then me and Lilo were talking about it. Did all those demi dogs spawn from that one?
No, I think they came from the hole.
They came from
Okay.
the.
They
smoke
came from
monster.
they came from Beth. Was it Beth? No, what's the girl that's missing?
Barb.
They came from Barb.
That's all
Oh
bad.
God.
Because that's what the tube that was in her mouth was like. It's like what they do for aliens.
Oh, yeah.
They use the humans as a host to
And so-
compensate.
Fuck. Will had the same shit. So that's what. So technically,
Wait,
I
did I
guess
miss that?
that's what he coughed up. Yeah. So,
Everybody missed that for some reason because
Yeah,
Kim
it's-
asked me this too. Like, what happened to Barb? I'm like, they showed what happened to Barb. She's dead as fuck.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I
dead,
know
yeah.
Barb's dead.
She's
Yeah.
in the
But-
upside
Yeah,
down.
no,
Yeah,
but I'm-
she's
Yeah,
in
when
the
they
like a
pool.
snake.
when they found her, like little things and stuff were coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, all kinds of shit.
In this season?
season
season
one.
one.
Oh.
Season 1.
Main season 1.
And then
So
season.
she was okay. So they impregnated her.
Well, no. Well, this
with-
one was puked out by Will.
Yeah.
Because Will had a tube in his mouth too. When his mom found him, she pulled it out. At the end of season 1, he coughed it up into the
in the
sewer.
sink. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that it apparently popped up. Oh yeah,
That's what happened to Barb. God damn it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So those just randomly were growing on their own on the upside down.
Yeah.
And they
And they
just
got
happened to all just roll
Well,
through
they have other victims. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Because remember when the chief was down into that pit and he found all those fucking bones and shit?
Skulls.
Yeah, skulls.
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
because those things were going around killing folks.
It
Okay.
was hunting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just
Eating.
My favorite character on here was my dude, the conspiracy fucking the guy with the beard.
Pull
man.
out couch.
Getting kids drunk.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
just go
have
ahead.
some vodka.
He's like, just go ahead and fuck while I jack out from the corner.
That was
Who the
awesome.
fuck does that?
You'd be surprised.
Hey,
Like,
my brother's in the chat.
The guy in the 80s does.
He was like,
yeah.
y'all two are
You guys
yeah.
thing?
bumping uglies?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta throw a little shade on your girl Nancy because
Yeah,
she's
Nancy's
Nancy's
a hoe.
a super bad influence on Jonathan because Jonathan just wants to take pictures and watch Sam Mendes paper bag fly in fucking the air
Oh,
and
don't
shit.
make him all innocent and shit. He was taking fucking pictures, non-consent, of her naked. Like, what the fuck?
Anyway,
Not anyway. That's some serious shit. He's
yeah,
creepy.
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't creepy in season 2. Nancy's the one who's like, okay, you want to go and fucking blow shit up, fucking take down Hawkins. Let's go find this fucking conspiracy theory dude. Let's tell him the truth, even though she knew telling the truth would get them all fucked up.
Okay, Nancy's a hoe.
God damn.
Is she not a
God
hoe?
dang.
We gotta respect her.
Yeah.
Respect her. She got her best friend killed because she was being a hoe.
Yeah.
she cheated on her boyfriend.
Then she's cheating. Yeah, well, yeah.
Now they broken up.
I feel
No,
bad for
they
that
weren't.
dude.
They did not officially break up.
Nah, they bro. She told him, "I don't fucking love you," and
That's
and
a
he
breakup.
bounced.
That's
He,
a
no,
breakup.
he
told
left
her-
her ass
he
at
said
the
that-
house.
And then she gives him that dumb bullshit high school 8th grade shit where she's like, I don't know why you mad at me. Do you not remember what you said at the party?
She was drunk.
When
Yeah,
you
she
drinking
was
all that
drunk.
punch?
Hey, he told her to say it, and then she couldn't say it, so he just walked away.
That's a breakup.
That's a breakup.
That's definitely a
But
breakup.
then she goes
Oh,
to
this,
the
this,
gym
this is why old
class.
ninja doesn't have a girlfriend.
She starts acting all like, I don't know what happened. Why are you mad at me? And acting all stupid.
Yeah, that was a
Because you
breakup.
got wacko wasted.
Oh,
She
she
did.
did. She
Yeah.
did.
Then she don't know how she feels.
Okay, but
sleeping
I
with a
like
friend.
Nancy towards the end. I like what she
Yeah.
did with Dustin.
That was
Imagine being like a scrub ass junior high or
Imagine
whatever.
the boner you would have.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
but like this is a hot
High school
older
chick.
sister, high school, like senior high school or junior high school, whatever, or junior in high school rather. Basically dancing with you in front of all these other bitches that said, "Nah, you a scrub, you ain't shit."
Whatever.
That was fucking cool.
That's what
And
you
then-
did for getting
and then they
your
flipped the
mom's
script.
best friend's whatever lover killed.
I
You want to keep secret
Alright.
pets. It's like when we watch
It's
fucking.
not. Why do
That
you
was
keep,
his own fucking
Why
fault.
do you keep putting that on
Okay.
fucking Dustin? He
I get
didn't-
so. It's like one of my new pet peeves when people don't know how to act in alien environments around alien creatures. Like when we saw aliens, the motherfuckers just like, I'm on this new planet. I'm just gonna take my helmet off.
Yeah.
Oh,
It looks
yeah.
like it's air. Oh, this thing sneezed in my face. I'm okay. No, you need to be motherfucking quarantined. Like stop. Don't get close to alien shit.
Especially, like, why would you go down there by yourself? Like, there'd be no way. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm, I can't handle myself.
Yeah.
I'm not going in a fucking cave by myself.
Yeah.
Underground cave.
Into
Yeah.
a fucking hole.
I
where
won't go
you-
in a fucking coal mine by myself. I'm gonna go in some fucking thing that's killing all the motherfucking crops where you got like locust type flies just destroying plantations of fucking pumpkins and shit.
Yeah, and you got to use the
And you're
buddy
the chief.
system.
I'm just gonna turn my radio off and climb down this hole.
Especially when you saw fucking Mr. Eat Your Face.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like he's been upside down, like he knows how fucked up it is.
He doesn't remember the first.
goes and then by
What
himself
happened a year ago?
with,
Even
his
it-
little
even-
6-shooter.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Even if it would have jumped down in there, if that was like, say I just went to investigate, I would have jumped down there and be like, nope, this is upside down. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I would have jumped back out that hole.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Thing
the-
sneezed in his motherfucking face. Like, you fucked up.
Yeah, he's definitely
I
fucking.
would have ate a bullet then. I'd be like, this is nothing good. Because I'm either going to fucking. I've been impregnated.
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
that's all
there's-
bad.
There was a scene where of him like coughing into like a trash can, but they never show like exactly what was going on. So maybe he
thought he
might
was
have
puking.
coughing, puking, something happened.
Yeah, we didn't like so 11.
yeah.
11 was kind of like away from the rest of the group almost the
I
entire
didn't like
series.
that from the first
So
part,
she
from
had
the
her
first half.
own like series. She had her own like path. Like she went to go see her birth mother, even though she was
'cause
lied
got
to by
finding herself.
Hopper. She found her mom, managed to hitchhike. Like who fucking
Well, real quick before you jump to that, I enjoyed seeing the Hopper 11
Oh, yeah.
like
Super cute.
scenes,
Relationship,
like
yeah.
well, even the fight scenes basically where
Oh,
they're
yeah.
yelling at each other. It felt realistic, and it felt like Hopper was truly trying to be a parent or whatever to 11, and 11 was being a teenage girl.
With
I
the-
loved all those scenes.
Yeah, I think it'd be super difficult to be a father to a teenage girl with like powers. Like if she was really mad, she could literally like fold you like 8 or 9 times.
And she thought about it right then with
Yeah,
Hopper.
it
But
was
go ahead,
all
I'm
bad.
sorry.
But yeah, when she went to go see her mom, because like we saw her mom in season 1 in like this weird catatonic state,
I had forgotten about
and
that.
then where 11 like kind of joins her state and sees what happens, we see more truth about what was going on. Like she sees that there's another girl that was in her little group that was experimented on as well. Saw that her mom tried coming down to come get her, and they fucked her mom up.
Well, just that whole scene, like how her mom, like all she would say is like 5 different words, and she'll say it in a cycle. And like when she jumps into her mom's mind and like she sees the whole fucking story, like all of that shit meant something, and it all like added up at the end, which was fucking kind of crazy.
Yeah,
all
it was
fucked
super
up.
crazy.
What did you guys think of the? I guess the 11 episode. I don't forget
So
what
the-
number it was. The one where it just
think
it's
it
just
was
her
I think
going
in
to
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, I think that's episode.
So a lot of
13.
people were kind of like, oh, they didn't like it.
I mean, it was interesting. It was cool to see her like outside of her element and then kind of get a different look and stuff. I thought that chick was pretty cool too. Like the
Number
Indian
9.
chick.
Yeah,
Kali,
yeah,
Kali,
Number 8.
Kali.
She was pretty cool.
Yeah, the episode, the Lost Sisters. So
Did y'all, hold on, real quick though. I didn't know that. Was it Kai Green was gonna be in this?
Kai Green.
The big ass fucking.
Oh, yeah,
black
yeah,
dude?
yeah.
That
Yeah.
guy's a fucking like. He's a bodybuilder, like a legit
Yeah.
bodybuilder. He competes and shit. I was just like, I looked at him, I was like, I know that motherfucker. And then yeah,
Because he has his
He has
head
that
all the way
hair.
shaved off, and then that little
long
rope
ass
in
braids.
the
Yeah.
Oh, the teddy bear guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's in like he's always like the runner up for like Mr. Universe or whatever the fuck, or the Arnold Awards or whatever. So
yeah. So to me, the Lost Sister, where 11 goes to Chicago, that was like her Empire Strikes Back episode, where she gets the train. So Callie shows her how to use her emotions to strengthen herself.
Yoda style.
Yeah,
It
so-
was like some X-Men First Class thing. That's
Yeah,
exactly
a
what
lot
it
of pe- a
reminded
lot
me
of people
Like,
said-
use your rage. Use
Yeah,
your
a
anger.
lot of people said this is a ripoff from that because it's literally the same thing from First Class, where Magneto's using his powers to turn the satellite dish.
Yeah.
And it's almost the exact same with
really
11.
is.
But hold on, this movie is full of other movie references.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
why
yeah.
does anybody care?
I don't. There's just
Like-
people. I mean, I've heard people.
Movies are fucking Goonies.
That's why we love the movie.
Yeah, well, I
Oh,
knew
the
people.
show. Sorry,
I
not the
knew
movie, the
people
show.
that were complaining about product placement, like the KFC
product
reference,
Oh.
and
Oh,
then
that
the
was
vodka reference.
Nostalgic though.
Yeah, but a lot of people were like, "Oh, I had gotten into this argument with my roommate. I'm like, yeah, it's great how Netflix doesn't have commercials." But she's like, no, they put ads in their shows. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, they, in Stranger Things, there's an ad for KFC. There's an ad for Coke. There's an ad for vodka. I'm like, dude, those aren't ads. Those are product placement. So no, if they're showing, vehemently these things, these are advertisements. I'm on new. I'm like, no, there's not the same thing.
Just
to me,
because you put something on TV like this,
Now we gotta blur it out.
advertisement.
Yeah, you gotta blur it out.
You gotta blur it out.
yeah, I'm like, dude, that's product placement, not an advertisement.
A lot of the stuff was funny, like how no one wants to be Winston. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that was comical.
Oh yeah, we brought that up. That was
Skeptical
pretty
Negro,
awesome.
man.
It was awesome.
And you got the redhead
Let me ask
chick.
you this. Let me ask you this though. Yeah, I was going to get into the redhead chick. So
Max.
Max and her brother.
fucking brother, man.
I-
Oh my god.
I'm gonna call him Dio Brando because that is very much like Dio Brando.
Wait,
I
you
swear to God.
You know, dude was in the Power Ranger movie. He
Oh,
plays the
really?
Red Ranger.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I
Okay.
went back and I was like, this guy looks fucking familiar. And I don't know why. Yeah, he played the Red Ranger.
He plays a great fucking douche.
Yeah, he
He's
played to a fucking
perfect at it.
cheater.
Let me ask you this. So it seemed like they were implying that he was potentially the victim of abuse in his home or domestic abuse, maybe by his dad.
Oh, yeah.
And then-
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Fucked his ass up.
Did you also get the impression that it was maybe the entire family, like the mom as well as Max potentially, or
No.
just him?
Just him.
I
Just,
think it was just
yeah, I
him.
think it was just
Yeah,
him.
that's kind of
Yeah.
that's kind of.
I think it was just like super disciplinarian father that
I think it is
Just
just him
in the
because
quick to choke you the fuck up.
I felt like he was maybe abusive to potentially all of them. But go
well,
ahead.
what was it? Max's mom is the wife of douchebag's dad.
Yeah,
Yes.
their
So they're
stepbrother,
stepbrother,
yeah.
stepsister. So I think in his mind, he's like, that's not really my kid, so I can't beat on them, but I can beat on my kid
Yeah.
type thing. So it's hard to say. He could be abusive to Max, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
No, it seemed,
I
it
think-
seemed like the brother was being abusive to Max because he
Oh,
had
yeah.
no power in his
Yeah.
over his
Oh,
dad.
he
was
said,
abusive.
said that flat out.
He was
just
abusive,
like,
and he was abusive to Steve. He was
Yeah.
all over Steve's ass. Like, oh, I'm the new guy now.
Fuck Steve up.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did fuck
Yeah.
Steve up. He was fucking him with basketball, fucking wrestling and shit. He fucked
Oh
Steve.
yeah, he was wheeling on that
Steve
motherfucker's face.
Steve
hard.
won me over though this season way more than the first season.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
He was like, remember he's hanging out and
Suck
doing
for
adventures
Steve.
with younger kids.
Steve needs to
You
get
know?
laid again.
Yeah, he does need to get laid again.
Yeah.
But he's giving Dustin like hair advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, he's cool. Yeah,
I mean,
I like
Steve-
him.
I mean, he was the bully last season, but turned good guy towards the end.
Well,
Yeah.
because
'Cause
remember
he's-
last season we would have believed that he would have like swung at who's Nancy's new
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
That's Will's brother.
because over Nancy. But he
Well, no,
didn't
they
give a fuck
did.
about
Wait,
They
it.
yeah,
fought-
he got into a
got
fight in the alley and
Yeah,
he
they
got his
fought
ass
by-
fucking whooped.
Yeah,
But
they
wait,
fought,
in this season?
No, in season one.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, this season
cops came.
he gets broken up for him
Because he
and
got
he's just
laid.
like,
He chilled out, like Chrono said, like one earlier. He busted a
that
nut,
Yeah.
changed his whole perspective on life, and now he's much
now-
less calmed down.
But that was a year
chill.
ago. Now he can't bust any nuts anymore. Well, I guess
That's why he needs to get
smashed,
laid again
yeah.
because his girl turned out to be a hoe. She got dick down,
Damn.
and now she's chasing dick. Left good guy Steve, and now Steve's out here fucking playing Big Brother to strange ass kids he don't even know.
pretty much.
Yeah, hitting
No,
Demi Gorgon,
he knew
Demi
all the
Dogs
kids.
with.
Oh,
with
you talking about
Neil.
season one? Because
No,
in
he was-
season two, he knew all the kids.
Well, he's still playing Big Brother father figure, helping the homeboy out with his
Yeah,
hair
and the-
products,
and the kids-
telling
yeah.
him how to talk to girls. Be like, "No, you can't show these hoes no attention."
Yeah.
Steve's a good dude, so let
He
give
was.
Steve some on camera, make it out, let him some fresh piece
but
of
you
pussy.
can, but you
this
can tell
season.
the kids looked up to Steve because Steve's older than them. And when they went down to into the fucking vines and shit, he was taking care of them. He had their back. He was like, he's all basically, if one of y'all die, I'm gonna catch hell for this, so I need to go first. This way, in case something happens to
That
me,
was
y'all
after
can
he got
run.
his
even,
ass
the,
kicked, too.
even the dork
Yeah.
kid at the arcade, wasn't he trying to smash on?
Oh, the one eating
On
the
the hoe?
fucking Cheetos
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah,
You gonna give me a date with your sister?
yeah.
Oh yeah, he was trying to get on Nancy.
Nancy
Well, I think-
is prime poontang. for
Well,
the
she's like the
whole
only-
fucking town.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
guess
say
so.
she's like the only female that we've seen other than the mom.
Oh,
I mean,
we saw
Oh,
Barb.
oh,
Dio-
that
Dio,
mom,
Dio
God
Brando was
damn.
about to fuck that mama. He was about to Stifler fuck
yes,
that mama.
he was. Yes, he was.
And the mama was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
And the father, her husband was just in the couch, oblivious.
Yeah.
as
he was
fuck.
gonna get cut. That's what was gonna happen to that motherfucker. He was gonna watch with the little belt on.
Yeah,
He's gonna bust a nut on his fucking glasses.
Oh.
Make him feel bad in the corner.
Oh, dude.
I fucking forgot
I had
about that
to,
scene.
yeah, I had to stop my feed. I was like, wait, did I switch to X Hamster? I didn't realize what was going on. I was like, okay, it's still Netflix. Okay, never
I
mind.
didn't
Biter lip
realize
and
that
shit.
the mom was kind of hot. Up until
Yeah.
that point. I was like, oh, titties half hanging out and shit.
Yeah,
came
she
to the
came
door
out the
and
tub. Homeboy's like, yeah.
Reading that clitorature on the fucking.
Yeah, man.
bite her lip and shit.
Dio was like,
I didn't know- yeah.
Nancy had a sister.
Old school 80 line. But one interesting about the season too, we got to see a little bit of racism back. Because I mean, racism has been around a while, and we get to see a little bit of it in the 80s. Because Max's brother didn't
yeah.
like her hanging out with Skeptical Negro.
Well, I wish he would have came out and just said it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they tiptoed around
because
it.
Yeah.
they did tiptoe
It was
around
heavily
it. He was-
implied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he had a problem with basically anything that she wanted to do in a lot of ways, except for like staying away from him.
Really, Lucas.
But then
Yeah.
once Lucas was in the picture and he knew his name, it was like, oh, stay away from that kid. You know?
I mean, she tried to fucking run him over in like this episode 2 or some shit talking about points, but
Yeah.
that he played a really good fucking
Yeah.
douche.
And I thought it was really cool how they had to sort of make he was using him as like a host, and they had to like blindfold him and keep him completely oblivious on where he was at. Like,
Oh, you're talking about Will?
yeah,
I felt so bad for Will. God,
Yeah.
Will was getting, when he was doing
Poor
those
Will,
convulsions and shit.
Yeah.
I was
Wait,
like,
the one in the field when it was burning.
Yeah.
He was looking like he was getting like sucked off by imaginary ghosts and shit, just shaking and shit.
dude, that motherfucker was possessed, and I'm glad the mom had enough balls to be like, "Nah, you're not my son.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
nah, keep that heat up, crank it up till
Yeah.
11."
Yeah, they were like, yeah. Jonathan's like, Mom. She's like, no, I want this out my kid.
where
Turn
am
everything
I?
up. Turn me all the way up.
So it's funny because like that scene where the mom's boyfriend is talking to Will, telling him like, when I was a kid and like I was getting chased by a monster, blah blah blah. Like I just stayed my ground and like yelled at him like blah blah blah.
Wrong.
Right when he said that shit, I was like, this kid's about to fucking die.
That was the
Yeah.
worst advice ever. I mean,
Yeah.
that sucked that because I like that.
Will?
No, the guy that
Sam?
got killed.
Samwise?
Samwise.
Yeah, he was
Redemption?
pretty cool
Yeah.
and everything.
Well,
Well, he ended up being cool. He wasn't cool at first.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kinda
he
weird.
was kinda
what he
weird.
did was cool.
He was just awkward
Well,
at first.
one interesting
Working
thing
at
is
Radio
that
Shack.
people are saying that he might have lived in the same town that where Pennywise lived at, because that scene where he talks about how like I was afraid of this clown and like I ran away from him all the time. But the only way to
Now, he was
the only
in-
way to defend him was to turn around and like stand up to him, which is what you have to do for Pennywise.
I
is
immediately
stand
thought
up
of
to
it.
him.
Now, was he one of the actors that played in?
No.
No, he's
Okay,
not.
But
because I was
there's like
confused.
rumors saying like that's how the
Finn-
town's connected.
Wasn't Finn Wolfhard in it though?
Yes,
Yeah. So that's
But-
interesting.
Was he?
Which one?
Oh yeah,
Finn
Will.
Wolfhard. Yeah, he
he
was,
was in the new It.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, that's the same thing with it. So he tried doing that. I'm not scared. That thing fucking flew up his nose,
tentacle-
ears,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
mouth.
Jimmy
Will
Gorgon was like,
I was
nope.
like, fuck.
That
Will
was-
got tentacle raped.
He went airtight.
He did get
Damn.
tentacle rape because he got filled in every orifice.
Yeah, he
Ears,
got
eyes, nose, mouth.
tentacle rape. It was all bad.
Poor
I'm like,
Will, man.
Poor Will. All bad. I hope they don't fuck with
he
them
kept,
in season
he kept
3.
catching L's. I was like, dude, please
Yeah.
in season 3. Yeah, just
Yeah.
let him be, goddammit.
Yeah, for
It's
real.
funny. I don't know if y'all watched the video that I sent to you guys earlier about the realistic trailer or whatever. Realistic trailer.
All right,
Oh,
Go
honest
ahead.
trailers?
Honest trailer, yeah. It was. They were like saying how it was basically like The Hangover.
yeah.
How Will is that fucking guy that's never actually in the
Oh,
movie.
Steve.
Yeah. So and a bunch of other
Damn.
shit too, man. It was hella funny.
That's all.
And the other thing about Will is he's definitely the smallest of the group. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he's the one that hasn't hit puberty at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
once he
yeah.
hits puberty though, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But he did get 11 at the end. They made out.
That wasn't.
No,
Will.
that wasn't Will.
That's not Will.
That's a homeboy.
Oh no, yeah.
Well, Will
That's Millhouse.
Will.
Millhouse.
This motherfucker.
That's the thing that scares me about this is like they're so young. I mean, you could tell they aged a lot.
Barely though.
Yeah.
It looked like they did these seasons like back to back.
Yeah,
To be honest.
I think they're gonna have to do it. At least have them wrapping up because they're gonna be getting old and bigger. I mean,
Sure.
11's not looking like 11. I mean, she's becoming like a teenager and stuff. So
Rapping and shit.
yeah. So I mean, hopefully they can bang out one more season because unfortunately with child actors.
No, they could do a few more. They just keep it going. I mean, there's been like what was it? Boy Meets World did it. There's been a whole bunch of shows that did it. where
Oh,
they
yeah,
just-
like
they just-
coffee
they-
shows
Yeah, the
and
shows
shit.
just grow up with them. You know.
Yeah.
They go
Yeah.
from like junior high to high school and then beyond.
You have to do it a few years later in the storyline, though.
Yeah.
But that's
true,
not hard to
fine.
do.
Yeah.
You can just grow with them, but
Shit,
Yeah.
even Girl Meets World when they were on, basically all the kids went through puberty on the show.
That's
Some
it was
some
crazy.
got hit
Saved
hard
by
with
the Bell. I saw Zach Morris go through junior high and all the way to college.
Yeah. pretty sure.
But, you want to give some final ratings on? Or
it. What
go ahead.
about that end scene though?
Oh yeah.
After
go
the
ahead.
well, first of all,
Shadow Monster.
no,
Star.
wait. A dance should never be called the snowball dance because that just fucked me up. I'm like snowball, what the fuck? What kind of going on around here? But no,
We
this
don't know
is,
what that
bad.
means.
No.
yeah. If you don't know what that means, look that shit
Yeah,
up.
look it up.
Or
Urban
don't.
Dictionary.
I don't, yeah. But yeah, just the end scene when like they're panning out from the dance and they all of a sudden just fucking screen starts rotating. They go back into the to the upside down and you see the fucking is it the Demigorgon they called it or
it's
something else?
Smoke Monster.
Oh yeah, Smoke Monster. But when they showed it just fucking over the gym just with the lightning and shit, I was like, oh fuck, we're getting into
It's
season
on
3.
again.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
show's so great.
I'm hoping that in season 3 we actually spend more time in the Upside Down because in the first season was the time we spent the most, but it really wasn't that much time. We don't know what's really in the Upside Down. We know that there's these demigorgons and the demidogs. Now there's Smoke Monster. Like, what the fuck else is up in there? Like, well, there could be a whole fucking ecosystem of fucking
yeah.
crazy shit up in there.
Yeah,
bro.
I kind of didn't like how they basically watered down the Demogorgons, you know, by making them small and dog-like.
Yeah, I thought they called them demi-dogs, so I don't think they're fully grown yet.
Yeah, but how is that many not that grown? That was like really weird. Like, so they went from like one badass, you know, monster to like many that were easily killed.
But weren't the Demogorgons also able to like go through dimensions? Because didn't one of them come through the wall?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And they haven't explained that either, like how they're coming through the wall. So like the way that 11 got back from the last season was she came through the wall in the school.
Yes,
But that was no longer there.
exactly.
So it's like,
But I
why do they
think-
keep appearing and disappearing?
I think it was the same day when everything happened.
Yeah, when they
Because she
did
still
the
had short
flashback.
hair.
Yeah,
She
but
had no
still-
hair.
But where'd
Or
the
no
portal go?
Yeah,
Were they coming through that underground thing in the lab? Is that how was their entrance?
that's another.
they took that
entrance.
crane
There was
down?
there was a bunch, right? So there's holes in our dimension to that dimension randomly.
Oh
in
yeah,
Hawkins.
there's like the one with the tree too.
Yeah, there's one in the tree. There's one in there's one in
Oh, yeah,
fucking
tree,
Will's
yeah.
house.
Yep.
There was one in the school. So it was just kind of
And then-
weird. How they
and
just kinda
Hawkins
dropped all
also,
that.
because that's like the
So yeah, 'cause-
biggest one probably.
Well, the city's called Hawkins.
So
no, I'm sorry, the Hawkins lab.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the one that they showed. That's the one that they are able to slightly control. But they're trying to close it in season
do the
2.
Demi dogs eventually grow up to be Demogorgons?
I would
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
so.
Because because
That's what
the
I
thing
was
with
assuming.
Barb, if she was hatching out eggs a year ago, wouldn't
Should have
that
been
be
full grown.
wouldn't those be an army of because
Unless they weren't-
we had an army of dogs.
Unless they weren't feeding.
Or unless
Like it
they're
took them a while to. Because I mean there's no way they could have like dug through the ground that fast.
It's a
be able
definite
to.
it's plot hole.
Yeah,
So,
it's a,
All right.
So-
Give our final review, final rating. Stitch, want to start us off?
yes. Are you recording over?
It was- oh, I
you guys
gotta
use
forget.
spreadsheet?
Yeah, I have to go back and listen to it. But I give it a good. I wish I remember what I originally rated season 1. I enjoyed this one more because I thought the stakes were. It was a lot more terrifying. However, there didn't seem to be as many deaths in this one.
So is this a 9.85?
Nah.
what the? There was a shitload of deaths. What are you talking about?
In terms
Just
of
not
like,
main characters, but there was a shitload of deaths.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
Hawkins
just
Lab,
like random Foot Clan.
everybody
I don't really
fucking
count
died.
Foot Clan deaths.
Everybody died in Hawkins. Hawkins
Yeah,
Lab.
pretty much.
I
The
was
first
like,
one,
damn.
yeah.
And the
Doctor
hallways
died.
rained with bodies and blood.
Yeah, but
whole
they're just
bunch
like
of
Foot
blood.
Clan, random people. I thought like because the scientist dude didn't die. He's still,
No.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
like
thought-
one of the few that survived.
Well, I thought he
He's
died.
the only
She's
one.
Sam-
the only main character.
He's the only one that survived in Hawkins Lab, though.
Yeah, Samwise got ripped
yeah,
apart.
but those are just extras.
Sam was fucking up. Sitting there, how you gonna drop your goddamn gun and like rest? You gotta get the fuck up out of there,
I
man.
knew, right when I saw that gun on the table, I was like,
Yeah.
well, he's fucked.
yeah.
It's
I'm like, he ate. He got
just
ate
because
up.
there's one to walk by doesn't mean there's
I
more
was like,
coming.
Frodo ain't gonna save you. Gollum's got you.
Yeah.
So you're saying 9.2, 9.3?
I'll give it a 0.2 plus 0.2 over what I gave the first.
God damn it.
Stranger Things.
You're trying to do math and shit. Old Ninja, what you got?
Solid 9.
9.0.
Solid 9. 9.0.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 9 too.
I gave it a 9.9.
Ooh,
Oh!
you're
Yeah,
going
I
big
love
with
that
it.
Damn.
I'm going 9.4. So that's a highly rated show.
Yeah.
It's damn near perfect to me. Damn near perfect.
Yeah.
So, you rolling? All right.
Oh, shit.
So,
HR called.
yeah,
Project's got a
you
meeting.
gotta do community service.
Yeah.
Project's taking off. I guess real quick, sort of real quick. This weekend, I had an event that I talked about last week.
Yeah.
So I competed at jiu-jitsu for the first time in like 2 years at the U.S. Open. So it was in Daly City, which is basically San Francisco. It was in the Cow Palace. Huge fucking venue. And I got silver. So my medal is like, it's right here. Woo! Pretty.
It's all nice and
got
shiny.
weight.
Shit.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's fucking heavy. It's nice to get this medal. It's a lot of hard work, and to be honest with you, when I got there, it was probably the best I ever felt in any tournament ever because I didn't have to cut weight, and that was cool. And then when I got on the actual mat, I wasn't even thinking about anything. I wasn't thinking about the match. I wasn't thinking about submissions. I wasn't thinking about any. Like my mind was fucking blank, and I ended up beating the first guy on points. He didn't score anything on me. Second guy, I submitted him. He got no points either. And then the fucking last match that I had, which is the finals, I fucking went to go take the guy down, and I had a shin injury a couple weeks ago. and I thought it was healed, but I hit his I think I hit his shin with my shin, and immediately fucking started swelling up, and I was just like, fuck. So I have my mind on pain, and the guy just capitalized, fucking got side control, took my back. I didn't get submitted, but he got me on points, and I didn't score any points, and I was just like, fuck. But I was just like, actually, honestly, I didn't really care because I didn't know I was in the finals until like right before I walked up. And I was just like, is this the finals? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. So,
Nice.
yeah, so it was pretty cool.
You didn't sweep the feet?
Yeah, I didn't sweep
the leg.
Not my fucking,
leg.
not my right leg. My right leg's fucked, man. Like seriously, I went to go roll yesterday and it's still fucked.
Shit.
I just bought a like a shin pad so I can keep and some fucking lidocaine to numb my leg. But if he's bothering me for another week, I'm gonna go get an X-ray because I actually think I might have a fracture in my shin.
Shit.
Because it fucking hurts. But yeah, I mean it was a cool tournament. I'm gonna compete more. It's nice to know that I'm pretty good, I guess. So yeah, look forward to hearing more about me competing again. So
Chucking fools out.
yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Moving on. Where you guys want to go next?
Should we talk about big news that dropped today?
Actually, which one? The Michael Bendis?
Yes, Brian Michael Bendis signs exclusive deal with DC, so he leaves Marvel.
That's a big deal.
One of their top writers of Marvel leaves for their competitor at DC. This has got nerds all up in arms. People like getting shields and fucking swords and shit. About to fucking fight. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's cool, I guess. I mean, I'm still gonna read whatever not whatever he writes. He writes good stuff. It depends on what he picks up and starts writing, right? So I know he was a big writer for Spider-Man, right?
I think he wrote for everything.
He wrote for a lot, but I'm pretty sure it was one of his main things was Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it looks like it's Spider-Man.
so this is like huge. This is like, I want to say hand in hand with the other big news that people have been talking about, which to me seems like there's a lot more
Some
like
stuff going on
small
behind the
stuff.
scenes.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a lot of stuff happening at Marvel.
Well,
right
Marvel fucked up, and I'm actually not surprised that he jumped ship or that more writers don't jump ship because they're getting overridden by these shitty writers, and it's diluting their brand, and they're not getting the numbers that they should with good comics from Marvel because they have a shitload of shit comics right now that are focused solely on social issues that are not really that important, in my opinion, and they're focusing more on changing the gender or ethnicity of characters instead of focusing on a fucking story.
And multiple events.
Yeah, and this whole new numbering thing is fucking stupid. It's super annoying. So yeah, I'm sure he'll be like one of the first major ones, but he won't be the last.
But so the numbering thing, you talked about it before the cast, but I don't think people really know what's going on if you're not a Marvel reader.
Yeah, so if you're reading Marvel right now, actually bullshit real quick, and I can give you an actual example.
So I'm wondering if this has to deal with something that we're going to talk about probably in a little bit.
It has to do with Marvel Legacy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this other deal with Disney. And I mean, I know it's the movie side, but I mean, he's a writer and it could still go. I mean, he could potentially, let's say, a lot of writers in the past that were both DC and Marvel are now writing movies. One of the big ones that I know is David Goyer. So he wrote for Marvel and DC, but now he's writing and directing movies. Like a lot of the shit, he was a co-writer for the Dark Knight trilogy. He wrote the Blade series, the Blade TV, not the TV, I'm sorry, the movies. He directed the third Blade movie. So, and another one's Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is writing with DC, and now he's head of everything DC, but he's also show running all of DC TV, aka the Arrowverse.
Well, this guy's got a huge fucking resume of
Yeah,
comics
he's
that
been-
he's written for. Like Spider-Man is
Huge.
kind of like his top list, but he's done like
Everything.
Alias, which I believe is Jessica Jones. He's done Avengers. He's done Daredevil's another big number of his. Alexa. Not Alexa.
Electra?
Alexa. Alexa.
Alexa. She's about to talk up, about to jump up or some shit.
But yeah, I mean, seeing him jump ship, I mean, everything that's going on with Marvel right now is, I could see why. And I'm pretty sure there's probably a little bit more behind the scenes that we don't know about. 'Cause
Probably.
He just basically announced it like this week, right?
I think like
On
a
Twitter?
day
Just
ago.
today,
Yeah. Either it was yesterday or today.
All right, so let me give you an example of how they fucked up. All right, this is like the perfect example. So this is from this year, okay? So I'm holding up right now. If you're in the chat room, this helps because you can see what I'm talking about. This is Invincible Iron Man number 13. In the next comic book, that came out was Invincible Iron Man #1 with Marvel Now. And that happened, I believe it was this year.
And it continues from the story from the...
Continues the story up until issue number 11. And then after issue 11 last week, what comes next? Issue number 590 fucking 3.
What the fuck?
I'm not even bullshitting you. And this is like this. That's the continuity for this. It's like, how the fuck does that even make sense? And then
Marvel does not account?
yeah, this isn't even well. That's how many actual Iron Man comics there are. Are 593, which is, I mean, it's just a dumb way for them to do it. And this isn't the only one. This is another example. This is the Totally Awesome Hulk. The last one that was on here was number 23. And the next one is, they for some reason switched the name to The Incredible Hulk, and now it's issue number 709. Like, how am I supposed to like keep my shit together trying to follow these motherfuckers? You know what I mean? When you keep fucking up these numbers,
Yeah.
like it doesn't make any goddamn sense. And the same thing happened with Totally Awesome Hulk too. Like earlier this year, they went to Marvel Now, which is #1. So, you know, it's really confusing if you're a comic fan. Even more confusing if you're trying to get into comics, and you're just like, if you're picking up comics, and all of a sudden you go from like issue 13 to issue 11. Oh no, 13 to issue number 593. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can imagine some kid, like, going online, like, okay, I need Hulk number 14, because I just got done reading 13, and they're going to buying, like, the wrong fucking comic, just because, you know, 13 is something from, like, the 60s or some shit.
And it's a different name. It's not even Totally Awesome Hulk. It's the Incredible Hulk, which is...
Yeah, that's all kind of confusing. I can see Marvel's fucking up on that aspect.
Yeah.
Probably on all kinds. So...
All right, so hold on real quick. The next portion of this podcast will be brought to you by Loot Crate.
Loot Crate!
Loot Crate is an awesome monthly subscription service that sends to you basically Comic-Con in a box. If you look around the podcast room, you'll see like little toys from Loot Crate, actually. There's Rick and Morty, there's the alien, there's a bunch of shit behind Blue. I think almost everybody on the podcast gets Loot Crate, except for Old Ninja. Old Ninja's the only one. He's holding out. He doesn't like new things. But yeah, Loot Crate is great. You actually frequently see us wearing like t-shirts from them too.
Swag.
What they do is they send to you, they're a mystery box service, and they send to you like Comic-Con in a box, like I mentioned before. You'll get like a t-shirt, a toy, some kind of reading material, and other little fun little knickknacks that are nerd related. So it's a really cool service if you like random geeky stuff. Even if you don't, it's still cool to just get like random presents every month. That's what I like about it. And now that you have the holiday season coming up, a good idea to give somebody, if you don't know what to give them and they happen to be a nerd or a geek or whatever, is gift them a Loot Crate. And they also have different kind of crates. I get the basic service. Stitch, you get the pet one, right? Yeah. But they also have theme crates. They have
WWE, anime.
Wow, Call of Duty World War II. They already got one out for that. There's a Stranger Things crate.
Oh, nice.
Firefly.
Marvel, Star Trek.
Yeah. Kamek was getting Wizarding World for a while. That's J.K. Rowling's thing.
Fallout, Halo.
Yeah.
In pretty much anything, if you want to specify whatever group of gifts that you want, Loot Crate's got you covered on that. I mean, it's a great service. It's always nice to get a surprise package, especially now that the Unabomber's behind jail. You don't have to worry about shit blowing up in your face.
No more anthrax either. It's not a problem anymore. So.
Yeah, so you can open up and put your face next to the box when you open it now because it's safe. So you get a nice
Holy
gift.
shit.
And also, one of the cool things about Loot Crate is that every month they have what's called the Mega Crate, where you win like legit big box items like TVs and consoles and stuff like that. And so if you're subscribed to Loot Crate, you're automatically in the running for a Mega Crate. So if you go to trylootcrate.com/BTI with the promo code of Bridge10, as in a bridge you're walking over, and the number 10, you will save yourself 10% on any new subscription. Once again, that is trylootcrate.com/BTI with a promo code of Bridge10 to save yourself 10% on any new subscription. Gift it if you guys can. I mean, if you don't,
Holidays
like I
coming
said,
up.
Yeah, holidays coming up. It's a great way to gift something. They're really inexpensive. It's less than the normal crate is less than $20 a month.
So that's in a t-shirt from Tarjay.
Yeah. So anyway,
Or about the same.
on with the show.
All right. Since I thought we were going to do Gamefly, we're talking about some
Gamer
gaming.
All right.
So, what, do you want to talk about something particular, Stitch?
Prodigy had left, and I guess he had downloaded the Horizon Zero Dawn.
The Frozen Wilds.
Yeah, I have not got a chance to play that yet because I might be the most backlog I've been in the history of games right now.
Life.
Yeah, I have not. I still have not touched any of the Uncharted
wow.
DLC one.
Really?
I'm still.
It's not DLC. It's a separate game.
Well, the little separate thing.
Yeah.
I'm still grinding on Evil Within 2 because I saw that it's a different trophy if you do it on Nightmare mode.
Ooh, that's all bad.
But it's difficult. You have like 3 shots to kill zombies, and they're running crazy, and your aiming sway is all fucked up in that game. So it's been a little bit difficult. I actually had to go out and buy a new controller because my old one wasn't cutting it.
Yeah,
you
that
threw it?
sucks.
No,
Yeah.
I've thrown.
I've done it.
I think Leo spilled some coffee on it one day.
Oh,
and
that's
so
all
like when
bad.
you're rotating like the L
Joystick.
the L joystick, sometimes if you go to the left, it'll stick there.
Oh, that
And
sucks.
so, like, I'm
That's
trying to-
worse.
spin around in a circle.
I'm trying to run from these monsters. My guy's like, run, stop. I'm like, nah, you got to go. So I had to
Yeah.
go buy a new
You
controller.
can take those apart.
Yeah, you
I
can.
don't trust myself.
No,
I used to take out old Nintendo controllers. Those I
No.
can do. These seem a
No,
little bit
bring it over.
okay.
Yeah,
They'll probably
see,
fix it.
Now you have 3
Mine's-
controllers.
I have that problem with my Xbox. It was kind of like that, but there's a piece that's broken because I can hear it rattling.
The whole
around.
thing is broken.
Xbox is cheap as fuck.
trash.
Anyway,
They have the
so
most powerful console ever, but it's trash.
oh, you're talking about the Xbox One X. Anyway, I have I got
How's
the
your Kinect working?
Frozen Wild. I never got the Kinect. So there, go fuck yourself.
Nobody else did either.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
So
Wait, I have the Connect. Oh no, I don't.
yeah. So I actually have the Frozen Wild, and it's pretty fucking long.
You passed the
So-
first one yet?
Huh?
Do you ever pass the first one or the
Yeah,
first?
I platinum the first one.
Okay.
No, I platinum Horizon Zero Dawn.
Now this
So
is
no-
DLC.
So this is DLC. So if you have the original game, you'll see in the top right corner there's a huge like area that's like clouded, and you can't get to it. You need to get the DLC to get to it.
okay.
And then this story involves the Banuk.
Do I got new Robo animals?
So
Yes.
far
Good.
there's one,
Don't tell me. I won't
and
be
it's hard as
surprised.
he's hard as fuck.
Good.
So there's supposed to be 2, and I haven't seen the other one yet.
You get a new skill tree too.
Yes, you do get new skill tree, and the level cap is raised to 60. So you
I'll
get
be on that
to.
soon.
There's also new weapons. There's new weapons. There's new bows. Two new types of weapons. So you got to get that, and then they give you the ability to upgrade your staff. So the staff that you can reprogram.
Overwrite, yeah.
Yeah, you
The
can
Loki
override
staff?
whatnot. Yeah, so you can add mods to your staff.
Okay.
So you can collect the mods and shit. I haven't found a merchant that sells mods for the staff, but I found them from beating enemies. So there's more, like the little audio and text recordings all over the place. There's a bunch of that more shit. It's super. So I'll put this out there. It's not really giving away too much, but if you got the suit, the mech suit or whatnot, one with the shields,
I didn't.
I do.
that will. I want to say. I don't want to say it's required, but it will help a lot because they managed to.
I heard it's way harder.
Yeah, it's super hard, and even with the suit, it's still fucking difficult.
Okay.
Like the suit, they have things that are in the world that if you have the suit, it wipes out your shields in one hit. So then you're down to nothing, and then you get fucked up, and then you're dead.
Okay.
It's pretty challenging, but there's some interesting shit going on. There's a new skill, like I guess this is what everyone wants, is that you can repair your mounts. So if your mount gets injured in a fight, and it's all sparked and shit, you can use shards to repair your mount.
You can also pick up stuff from your mount, like when you're walking over stuff. You can
Oh
actually
yeah,
pick it
yeah,
up.
yeah. You can do that too. It's a little weird. It doesn't like work precisely because like when you're trying to pick up stuff as you're like riding, you'll hit the same button and jump off. when
Do you know
didn't mean
it'll
to.
be dope what you can do if you can like say you're riding the one that looks like a bull and you kill like one of the giraffe characters. Like you can take not the giraffe characters, like a deer or an elk looking character. If you can take their parts and upgrade your fucking
Oh, your mount? That'd be dope.
that'd be fucking cool.
Yeah,
Adding different like weapons and shit.
So there's also a new attack. So you can ride your mount, and if you charge at someone, you can launch off your mount and do a stab with your fucking
Wow,
staff.
that's kind of dope.
You have to earn it. It's part of the skill tree, so you have to unlock it.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty fucking dope. There's a lot of shit to do. There's a lot of fucking area up there. It's like a whole new fucking arena, and they added like side quests, of course, and there's one new hunting ground. So I finished one assignment from the hunting ground today before I did the cast. There's a ton of shit. Oh, there's like a new currency. They call it Blue Gleam. You got to collect that shit. It's not easy to get. You need to get the map. If you want to find it, get the map, or else you'll be spending hours looking for that shit.
I got some blue gleam for you.
Ski.
But yeah,
What's switch up a little bit? How about The Walking Dead?
oh, we didn't talk about that.
We did not. I feel like this season is kind of like blowing smoke up our ass. Because I feel like they're getting away with way too much shit, and I'm like, the first episode I was like, okay, there's nobody in that building. Second episode I was like, okay, they're still not killing that many people, and this last one I'm just like,
oh, the one where they're shooting out windows, just to shoot out windows.
yeah, I'm
was the
just
first
like,
episode.
what do you do? I'm like, I haven't seen like a major force from Negan's army yet. I've seen like little skirmishes and shit, but I'm not seeing like the big mounted saviors. You know what I mean?
We don't
Oh yeah,
know the main plot point of the first episode was Father Gabriel was captured.
Yeah.
And
Not really captured, but like
Oh, I guess in the same room
Stuck with Negan.
Stuck with Negan.
with the horde outside.
I was
Thoughts and prayers.
oh shit.
I was so aggravated when Gregory went back to the hilltop. And
Oh, the
yeah.
shitty
I
mayor.
would have shot him in his fucking face.
I was getting so aggravated. I'm like, why are they wasting my fucking hour of watching this show with dumb bullshit dialogue with this dude that they just need to kill?
I thought it was so funny how he was outside the gate, like, "Hey, I'm a changed man," and blah blah. Like, you can trust me, blah blah. And then like the group comes with like the people who they capture. He's like, "No, they're not coming in here. They're not coming in here." It's like, motherfucker, you were just basically preaching the same goddamn thing that they were preaching outside.
It's ridiculous.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's been saying that since they first met him, though.
I wish they
He
would
was
kill
saying-
that fucker. Because
Now-
he's like a fucking traitor, like, like, he's proven himself to not be trustworthy.
Yeah.
Like, he almost gave up Maggie when they were, like, hiding in the closet. He fucking went to the Saviors, like, hey, Hilltop is with the Saviors and all the different shit. This dude needs to fucking
He
die.
needs a painful
You know,
death.
even Father Gabriel redeemed himself.
He did. He
You know what I
definitely
mean?
fucking
This-
stepped up.
This other dude did not. He's a fucking coward.
Yeah.
You can't have a leader that's a coward.
Call him motherfucker. I eat those goddamn pancakes. Some motherfucker, you did eat those goddamn pancakes.
And fucking now Jesus is turned into Morgan, in terms of wanting to save every hostage and all kinds of dumb shit. And it's
That fight scene was pretty epic, though.
it's so aggravating to me. It's like because these characters, some of the characters just refuse to talk and just keep shit into themselves. Because Morgan knows that the hillbilly looking dude,
Oh, yeah.
he knows he's a fucked up guy. He killed the kid and everything, but Morgan's not expressing his reason for why he hates this dude.
Because men don't talk with feelings. Don't talk about feelings, bro. They talk with action.
Instead of being like, yeah, I don't like this dude. Well, if he had said, yeah, I don't like this dude because he fucked us and he killed this guy's
Kill my
this
little
kid,
protege.
my little homeboy, junior me,
Yeah.
then it might be a little bit understandable. Instead, Morgan's just got evil.
I would have just shot that dude in the
emo-
fucking face.
Yeah.
Just came out right when he came out of the building. He saw everybody was like standing there, like surrendered. I would have just walked up to you and just bap, bap, like 2 in the face, and that'd be it.
Yeah.
Another
good.
thing-
Dang.
And now they picked up another fucking infant. God damn it.
Oh, so
You
but
got
that
the
scene
fucking
was
Walking
fucked up.
Dead daycare.
But that was fucked up. Like
What are you
Rick,
gonna do? Just let him die? I mean,
yeah,
goddamn.
because Rick killed the
Killed
dad.
Just don't even put him in the goddamn show. Just leave that shit out.
You don't think it wouldn't happen? I mean, you got no heart, bro.
What's the other chick's?
What's her daughter's name?
Yeah, we don't even know. But they
I
made
know
a
her. Her
big-
name was like Ass Kicker. It's like the name
Oh,
they gave her.
Judith.
Judith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What purpose has she done on the show at
She's a
all?
baby.
She's a
What do you-
baby.
Yeah,
What
what
the
do you?
fuck?
She's a baby.
What do you want her to
expect
do?
her-
Fucking do some taxes? or
Just
some
hold
shit,
around
right?
a goddamn plant while we're at it. Like she's,
Well, at least she doesn't fucking cry. Like there's like
which is
that
unrealistic.
no that like that one scene when they're like walking through through the horde and they got like the guts and stuff on them. Like Judith was quiet as a fucking mouth,
we're
but
just
that
gonna
little boy
carry
was like,
around a
"Mommy,
baby."
mommy."
We're carrying around a baby that doesn't do baby shit. Oh yeah, we got unlimited supply of Pampers. No crying.
Hey, you don't need.
Always silent.
Whoa! You don't need Pampers. You can use cloth. Just wash
whatever
that
they,
shit.
yeah, but they're not showing.
Well, she kind of grew up in its world, so she's probably adapted to all the noise and shit. So she's probably not crying.
Maybe.
Actually,
Yes.
that is kind of true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like babies get like used to noises and stuff, and they don't even like react to it anymore, just because they're so accustomed to it, because they think that's the way their life is.
Yeah, Stitch, if you can't see us live, Stitch has skeptical Negro.
I haven't seen her cry
I haven't seen her
entire-
cry. I haven't seen her cry since they were in prison, in the prison thing.
Yeah, since she was born, she cried when she was born. I haven't heard one.
That's because that's Shane's baby. She knows what's up.
Damn.
Yeah, I like how what's it
so
called?
bad.
What was the guy that had Rick at gunpoint?
Who is that dude? I don't remember him.
Everybody had Rick at
He was from
gunpoint.
season 1,
Yeah,
and I had to
season
watch
one,
like
yeah.
a YouTube thing because I
Damn.
didn't fucking remember. But I like
Oh,
how
the
he dropped-
cop. He was a sheriff or some shit, wasn't he?
I thought he was just with the original
Yeah,
crew.
that's what
He
with
could've
the
been.
RV and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh yeah, Lori. And you know what they didn't mention? T-Dog.
I know, man. If
All
everybody
other
forgot
old
about
school
T-Dog.
characters. Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude.
T-Dog just been completely forgotten.
Yeah, but hey,
written
when
off.
Rick was there, Rick forgot about T-Dog, so shit.
It's ridiculous.
The memes were the best. When, like, you see the meme where T-Dog's talking to fucking Rick, and Rick's like, who are you again? It's fucking awesome.
I fucking forgot about T-Dog for real.
Yeah, T-Dog gave it. If it wasn't for T-Dog, Carol would have been ate up.
This is true.
Yeah, because in the prison, he sacrificed himself so Carol
Was
could get
Michonne
away.
in this? I don't remember seeing Michonne.
No, she got fucked up from the end of last season. Remember, she's on that platform fighting one of those
But
scavenger
she's,
chicks.
she's better
Okay.
now. But,
Yeah,
But she's not all good though. Like her eye, like when they showed her when they were going to attack the saviors, her eye was kind of busted up and shit. She could like barely walk. She was talking about how she was in like a lot of pain still too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
let's talk about some bullshit.
Well,
Uh,
we know
let's
Michonne's in fucking what's the name? So that's why
Black
she's
Panther?
Yeah,
yeah.
she's in Wakanda.
Everyone catch up on Mr. Robot?
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, except for tonight.
Yeah,
Tonight's
except for
supposed to
tonight.
be commercial free. They were advertising.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
should
it's supposed to be like
pretty
a-
cool. Yeah,
Pretty significant episode.
Is it
tonight.
season finale?
I don't think so.
No, it's like
Oh.
4 or 5 episodes in, barely starting. So
They started off late this year for Mr. Robot because usually it's a summer thing, and now it's kind of rolled into the
yeah,
fall.
it's weird.
Well, I think it's really cool that they're like really showing you that Elliot's crazy as fuck.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
But to people, and like it's crazy now that what's her name, the blonde chick, how she's basically
Angela.
like, yeah, she's like his handler now,
Mhm.
and she knows like who's who and shit. She's
Yeah.
like helping out Mr. Robot, but just kind of handling Elliot and shit, and now even what's his name, the god damn it, it's that fucking Swedish guy's name.
Tyrell,
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
Tyrell.
white guy with a black name.
Tyrell now is kind of like I don't know about this dude now.
Yeah,
'cause he's
yeah.
fucking crazy.
Jesus. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, he's like secretly in love with Elliot or some shit. It's like
Not
weird.
no more.
Well, one thing we
all
get to
that.
learn is that Tyrell doesn't know what happened to his fucking family. Because
Mhm.
there's like that
Yeah.
scene when he's talking to the car dealership guy. He's like, "Hey, I want my family after Monday. We're gonna move back to
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Me and my kid and stuff
Guy
like
was
that."
like,
I'm dude,
yeah, we'll get that going.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
after
he's-
you finish working on this project.
Yeah.
It's like about that.
your wife is dead, man.
That's all bad.
Your kid, we don't know where the fuck he is.
Yeah.
So
it's
what
in the
bullshit were you
system.
about to bring up?
The Xbox One.
Dun 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 dun.
This happens with every console though,
Yeah.
but it's usually not DOA. People are already reporting that they're getting Xbox One X's dead on arrival.
They had the red ring of death.
Not
No,
even,
it's
not
just,
even turning
yeah,
on.
they don't turn
Oh
on.
damn.
So, and it's the thing that's fucked up is they're not reporting if it's the Xbox One X Project Scorpio edition or the Xbox One X because there's 2 versions.
What?
Yes, there's an Xbox One X Project Scorpio edition as well as an Xbox One X.
What's the difference?
I don't know about this Project Scorpio edition. No idea. Could be a chipset. Could be just the stupid.
it's not a chipset.
It's probably bigger hard drive space, most likely. Hopefully.
Well, I thought it comes with a terabyte hard drive. So
Yeah, but maybe it's like 1.2 terabytes or something stupid. But those are the 2 that are apparently out. I don't know the exact difference between the Project Scorpio edition versus the Xbox One X.
At least they're not fucking blowing up. I mean,
Yeah.
got them phones and shit and
I
computers.
mean, if it doesn't power on, I could just send that shit back or send it to Microsoft. They'll send
that's
you.
all you got to do, huh?
Yeah.
I'll take that shit
I'd
back
be
to the
Like that's
store.
not an inconvenience.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
irate, dude.
Just send it back.
Actually-
Send your car back if it don't be fucking working.
Hey, a lot of
Yeah,
people do
we'll
that
bring
shit.
it back when you get it back, with no loaner.
Yeah. No.
That's ridiculous.
Looks like the same fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't know why I call it. I don't know the difference between Project Scorpio edition.
Oh, it has green letters on it.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So it's faster.
Yeah, fuck that. And then also, the iPhone X has now been dubbed the most fragile smartphone in existence.
Wait, why they're
I
not
don't know.
using Gorilla Glass on their screen?
They supposedly are, but they look. It's I always said form over function. about Apple because I was always pissed how you couldn't replace the battery. This is, and I don't know why I think I talked about this before on the podcast, but I don't know why Samsung jumped on that bandwagon too, where you can't replace the battery.
Yeah.
Because like it would have saved them from the Note
Exploding.
7.
I haven't
the
even
exploding
opened up
batteries.
mine if it's a removal or not.
No, you
Probably
can't.
not.
Okay.
None of them are. So
Before
what-
it used to be.
and then like having glass in the back. What's the point of having the glass in the back of something? It's so
Yeah, I
fucking
don't-
stupid.
Yeah.
What's it there for? Is
Yeah,
it
it
supposed to
doesn't-
look in your mirror? While
Yeah, it doesn't make
I
any
don't
fucking
get it.
sense.
You can
One-
use your
have a
app. You can
case
use
on it.
Snapchat to look at yourself.
One thing
Fuck.
about cell phones I always thought was stupid is that like everybody buys a cell phone and like they buy it because like it comes in these different colors, but only thing you're to fucking do is buy a goddamn case and stick it back in there.
Yeah, but with
to
the
protect it from breaking.
with the iPhone X, like everybody that's been testing these, they're basically requiring you to put a case on it. Every single test that I've seen, from a drop from 3 feet, it shatters every single fucking time. The first
Damn.
fucking drop, it shatters, and like the amount of shattering, it ranges from like a total spiderweb to inoperable device.
Holy
So-
shit.
And it's just, usually when they do these drops, they do like a hip drop, so it's about like maybe 3 or 4 feet of a
Yeah.
drop that they do, and like the fact that the phone is already shattering this bad is pretty fucking horrible.
That sucks.
That's
Yeah.
all bad.
But oh well.
And the funny thing is that I think we talked about it before too, but like all these iPhone like the screens, they're all Samsung screens.
Yeah.
So all these fucking Apple fans are like, "Oh, it's got the best screen." Blah. You know that's made by fucking Samsung,
That
right?
commercial was hilarious.
Yeah.
though. That was some went straight for the neck.
Oh,
Trolling.
I haven't seen that. I've only seen bits and pieces of it,
That was good.
but I haven't watched it all the way through.
Just pretty much shows like the guy
Walking through, and there's a
with the
line.
Apple life.
Apple
While the
Life.
girls with on like Samsung like 2 years in the future, he catching up.
So, Cakeman, I understand you said wireless charging, but the wireless charging you don't need a glass back for. You can
Yeah,
do
'cause-
wireless charging on a plastic bag.
My
Yeah.
my Samsung Galaxy S3 had wireless charging. You had to buy like an adapter for it, but like you could still do it with the plastic background. And plus, on my cell phone, I have the glass, and I can charge my phone with the case on
I
here.
got a sticker
Yeah.
still in my back. I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
you don't need a glass back for that. It's totally form over function.
Like I can understand maybe this is the reason why they have it so you can take out the battery to make it more waterproof, because that's kind of the theme that they're going with now with a lot of phones is that if you drop it in water, it won't get fucked
No,
up.
You just put you just put a bead on the inside. That's all you got to do. It's not hard. I mean, it's the same thing that how they do with the all your ports that are on your phone. Like those aren't technically waterproof, but they are because they just put a seal in it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's all you gotta do is put the same seal on the back of it. So it's fucking dumb.
That's all
Agreed.
bad. Should we also talk about the other big news, which is kind of unfolding, which I don't know if you guys are talking about? Disney.
Oh, I was gonna talk about it,
Yeah, Disney in talks with 21st Century Fox to buy some of their property.
I think they're gonna buy the whole franchise.
No, they're talking about buying, I guess, like a certain stake in Fox or something shit like that. Some kind of like shareholders buyout or some shit. So Disney would own a large portion of 20th Century Fox, which would include them getting back Fantastic Four, getting the X-Men, and possibly adding them to the MCU. This has been talked about for the last few days. I didn't get full details on this. I don't know if you guys did or not. What say you?
Well, I got some of the details, but some of the details that I got were actually kind of disturbing, and it could spell doom for the MCU and Star Wars and just Disney in general.
That's all bad.
So Disney is demanding that a lot of these movie, I guess, distribution companies like, what is it called, like Cinemark and all these other movie theater things,
Like-
franchises, they're demanding a higher percentage of their revenue.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Ooh, that's all bad.
Yeah, but it's like over 60%.
Oh shit.
It's like straight mob boss shit. And I'm just like, and they're demanding that certain movies stay in the theaters longer, and they're only shown on the biggest screens, and that's really really fucked up.
Trying some Kingpin.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's some
Yeah.
bullshit because, like, when movies start getting old, like, other movies come out, and they need to have that, like, giant screen because, like, those are the most popular movies are usually the ones that are coming out, like, that week or whatever. So for them to, like, try to force to have their movies in those
That's
screens,
interesting.
that's fucked up.
That is kind of fucked up. It's
an
super strong
interesting
arm.
power move. I'd be curious to see how that will play out.
So I'm wondering if this whole buyout type thing will even go through, because I'm wondering if they'll say that Disney would be too much of a monopoly if they own
They will be but actually I wouldn't be surprised because there's so much antitrust bullshit that just goes by all the time. All these mergers that happen. I mean, to be honest, like HP was a monopoly as far as I'm concerned. They were the world's largest PC manufacturer. They own the vast majority of the market. EMC had a monopoly on storage for a long time, but because of the infinite growth paradigm, that's usually what saves like most monopolies, right? They end up having so much of the market share that they can't gain more market share, and therefore they don't have year-over-year growth, and then eventually people stop buying their stock because of that. The only company that survives stuff like that is Apple because of fucking magic.
Barely.
It's basically magic because they keep making bullshit products and people keep buying them.
Overpriced bullshit products.
But yeah, the infinite growth paradigm usually gets most large companies.
So we shall see. I mean, this is still in the news. It's still unfolding. The deal has not closed yet, but they're in talks. So we'll see. We'll be definitely keeping an eye on this to see how this goes.
But that would suck because if they did buy into Fox, and I know right now Disney's trying to have their own version of Netflix, and they're pulling a bunch of their content from Netflix once this happens. Like, Netflix will lose a lot of shows on there.
They did,
Netflix
but
isn't going to give a fuck, though. They're putting out their own content. They don't really care who pulls what right now because they're making more money off their own content than they are making money off of stuff that was licensed to them.
Once they figured out they can put out their own content and it be a success, like super successful, they're fine with whatever. All right, you want to lend us your shit? All right, if not, all right, kick rocks.
for real,
We'll create our own character.
And you know that someone's gonna try to step in and be Disney for them. Basically, it'd be like I can see Universal stepping in and be like, okay, we'll give you exclusive rights. Like, you know, if you work with us, we'll give you, you know, exclusive content, or we'll help you build, you know, exclusive content, give you bigger budgets, stuff like that.
Holy shit.
I won't be surprised if someone tries to step in and fill that void or whatever.
Listen to this. Stranger Things had more than 15.8 million people watching the first episode within the first 3 days.
Yeah.
The first 3 fucking days. On top of that, 361,000 people watched the entire season.
Damn.
In 24 hours. What the fuck? Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, it's great. What the thing about this is, we all talked about how Stranger Things was cool, but it kind of came out of fucking nowhere. There was no advertisements for this.
It was all word of mouth.
It was all word of mouth.
Yeah.
Like, there was like, apparently there was one ad campaign and it lasted a day, and it was a day before it came out, and everything else was word of mouth. Like, I didn't know about this show until someone told me. They were telling me you should be watching Stranger Things. I'm like, why? It's like, this is the best thing. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And I did, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot of their shows don't really get advertisements.
Oh, no.
Well, the one with Will Smith is getting a lot of advertisements.
Well, because it's Will Smith,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, I mean, remember when like Daredevil first started coming out, and it wasn't really advertised.
House
Only
of Cards
comic fans
wasn't
knew.
advertised.
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
the
House of
time.
Cards at the time.
We can't talk about that no more, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
sucks.
damn.
I can't even watch. I'm pissed. I can't watch the rest of the show.
I know.
I mean, you can.
Well,
No, I can't.
Well, here's the thing. Here's a new wrinkle.
No. Here's the thing.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna fucking watch a show with a guy that
I'm
trying to lay down with a fucking teenager.
14-year-old. Yeah, but apparently Netflix cut ties with Kevin Spacey and are going to move forward without him.
But
I heard they're
he's
either-
still on.
I know.
I'm sure he's still getting checks.
Yeah, he's
Still in his contract.
he's one of the producers on the show. But
So he doesn't have to be in the show to get that money. Why are you
That's
going to
true.
give the guy money?
Still getting paid.
Yeah,
Still
getting paid to sit at home.
It's funny because I was also
Pay his
thinking, like,
lawyers. You're
Unless they-
paying his lawyers.
unless they cut him out of the contract. I don't know.
well, either
I
probably has a clause, like, if
How are you going
he
to
had
that's
bad
true.
public,
cut the producer
it was
out
like
of his
his-
contract?
Well, he's not the only producer.
Well,
He's one of many.
This is the problem, though, is that he actually hasn't been guilty of any crime. Like, nobody's taken him to
No,
court.
it's
I think
true.
if they'd have taken him to court, then yeah. But they didn't, so he's gonna keep bankrolling all that money.
Yeah.
And so the way that I'm gonna protest this shit is not watching the fucking show.
Well, no, it's funny. I was gonna say that, you know, since he was in Baby Driver, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna pick that up now either. Or have you already picked it up?
Shit,
Ah,
that was a good movie, man.
Yeah.
and I did watch it, but you know,
He's barely in it.
No, but I have to buy it because I watched it illegally, and when I watch something illegally that I like, I buy it. So
One of my favorite all-time movies is Seven, and
he's in that.
But
He's the villain in
he's like
Seven.
not until the end though.
No,
And he
actually
gets
no.
blasted.
He's in the middle also. He's the photographer. You see his face.
he
real quick.
pops
Oh, yeah.
that in, but
He-
still, yeah.
But still, I mean, also he's in fucking Usual Suspects. That's a great movie. That's where he won a
Damn.
fucking Oscar for it. I was playing Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare, and he's in that shit.
It was interesting. I was watching Cinema Sin for American Beauty, and I'm like the scenes they show of him like wanting to do the high school girl, but there's like another scene where where he's talking to the neighbor's son, and he's like this neighbor's son comes over to like roll him a joint, and he's like sitting back in a chair, and the kid's like rolling a joint, like, and it almost looked like he was laughing from his father's perspective. Looked like he was getting a blowjob. I was like, man, this movie had all kind of wrong.
Oh yeah, and then dad comes over and kisses him. Oh bad.
Probably like that shit.
I got 2 Ask B the MBTI questions I thought up. I didn't put them on the thing. We'll go with
Are you gonna do that
United
now?
States edition, and we'll go international.
You want to hit that now, or you want to wait till later?
We can do it now.
Bring it up.
All right.
Whatever.
One's got to go. Texas, New York, or Florida? Keep 2. One's got to go.
Florida.
Florida.
Florida's gotta go.
Yeah, Florida's got to go.
I'm gonna say Texas.
You gotta go Texas, man.
Texas is a decent spot.
I don't want to go to Texas.
No, you should go to Austin.
Yeah, Austin's the best
Texas
place.
is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And even some of
San
the surrounding
Antonio I
cities.
like too. San Antonio's cool.
Oh, I don't know about Houston or Dallas.
I mean, Miami was pretty dope, but
The whole lot of Florida besides Miami.
yeah. Doesn't Florida have them zombies
Like
on bath
I went
salts?
to Port St. Lucie and I was like, ugh, ugh.
I know. When I was in Florida, I saw the hottest chick ever in my whole. Like she was so hot that I couldn't fucking breathe when she walked by me. I didn't know like time to stop as she walked by me.
That's how Miami was for me. Like I went to this fucking place, and this waitress, I swear to God, she was like a goddamn Brazilian model. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like the only thing I was wrong with this chick at all is she had braces. Other than that, she was a fucking 10. A fucking 10.
Man.
I was like, God damn. She served me drinks. I was like,
and
you
she's
have a seat, lady.
She's got braces on, so she can be a 12.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just gonna be a 10 right now,
She
but
was
I'll be up on the over the scale.
Shit was ridiculous, man. And it was like a whole bunch of them just running around. A whole bunch of 10s running around.
So you still want to get rid of Florida though?
Yeah,
That's just one city.
Yes.
Just move Miami to Texas.
This is Miami. Yeah.
State.
Just put no, just Miami city.
okay.
Move that city to the edge of the Gulf.
Or move Austin to Florida.
Hell no.
Hell yeah, fuck Texas.
Plus,
You
no,
can't-
Florida,
no, 'cause
Florida
you-
gets their ass kicked by fucking hurricanes every goddamn year. too.
Florida can't barbecue either.
Yeah, and they got fucked up laws and shit.
They do have I mean, shit. Florida's the one with dudes eating each other's faces and shit. You can get shot if you got hoodies and fucking iced tea and Skittles.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that shit.
International edition. One's got to go. Europe, Asia, or Africa.
Oh, well, you talking about a whole continent versus countries?
Whew.
What part of Asia? Is it like
Asia.
all of it?
Asia.
Because like Asia's a huge like.
One's got to go.
See, this is the fucking part because we're all black on this show.
Yeah, you can't say
But
Africa.
then but
Yeah, but there's like how many countries are in Africa? There's like
a shitload.
exactly. So you put a continent versus these other like countries.
Well, Asia's a continent
They're
too.
all continents.
Not Europe. That's not a continent. It's a country. Well,
Europe's a
if you
continent.
cut half of it.
Hold the fuck on.
Europe's a continent.
Oh, I'm
the
thinking
fuck?
I'm
Old
thinking
Ninja,
England.
When was the last time we went to college?
I was thinking England. My
He
bad.
just graduated.
Yeah,
He's the most
I
recent
did.
college graduate out of
I
us.
just fucked it all up.
See, now if you would
I've
have
been drinking.
if you would have said there's no Asia or
Or Eurasia.
because it's Eurasia, it's the same fucking landmass, right? But yeah, it's we was talking about.
But what we call the seven continents. But I'm going to focus on those three.
I'll say Europe because cool shit comes out of Asia, and I can't say Africa because it's Africa.
The fuck?
I think the only reason why we're saying not Africa is because we're black.
Yeah.
I mean that's basically the reason. I'm just not gonna bullshit you. Listen to this, like, because I've been to Africa and I'm just like what innovations come out of Africa right now besides Nigeria? Can we just save Nigeria and that's it? I mean.
South America seems pretty legit.
diamonds?
I mean, I'm not South America. South
Africa, they're just barely out of racism.
We wouldn't have those Madagascar movies.
That's not South America, man. That's a fucking island.
No, I meant it's Africa.
But you said South Africa. It's an island.
Well, yeah, but I was just talking about like other
mean
like,
Southern
countries
Africa.
in
Yeah,
Africa.
I mean,
I was talking about South Africa. I meant I was because originally I was gonna say South America, but I knew you would be defensive about Anita. So
Okay,
Brazil saved that whole goddamn country.
let's do a test. Okay, this is gonna be totally objective here. Trying to say that I'm trying to remove the color of our skin from this argument. Okay.
all right.
All right. If Africa fucking didn't exist after today, what would the rest of the world be missing?
Diamonds?
Okay.
I think. Oh God. I think historically,
Right now.
right now,
If you just poof. That's a good fucking question.
Wakanda.
Vibranium.
Yeah, vibranium.
yeah.
See, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's
True.
tough.
Yeah,
I mean, with me,
'Cause
I enjoy
each-
the pyramids and all that history that comes
For
behind
sure.
it. Yeah,
True.
that's yeah.
but it's like
In terms of what keeps the rest of the world
Yeah.
flowing.
yeah,
I mean,
because
and there are some rare elements there, but they're also in Asia.
I like watching cheetahs kill shit.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
TV.
I mean, we wouldn't have the Discovery Channel anymore.
I think
Discovery Channel be weak as
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah,
No, we're fucking tiger killing.
Yeah.
So wait,
They're
are-
Yeah,
alive.
but there's tigers in Asia.
yeah. So wait, Cronus,
Painful.
are
They're
you?
not as badass
Many
though.
tigers.
They're not like running down.
Bruh, have you seen the fucking the Sundarbans in India with their fucking tigers? They've killed like over 300,000 people.
Tigers are in like that. I'm talking about
Yeah.
like lions.
Okay, lions.
Yeah,
Okay,
lions
okay.
is what I mean. Lions and like crocodiles and shit. Yeah.
So wait, Cronus,
Crocodile Hunter made his living doing shit crazy.
Oh,
out there.
Ninja, go ahead.
are you alluding to what resources do Africa give the rest of the
I'm
world?
just saying
or
right
just-
now, if Africa stopped existing, what would we be missing?
Yeah, we would. I mean, we would
That's
be missing.
racist.
Yeah,
It's
no,
It's not racist. It's coming from black person.
yeah, diamonds.
I'm saying us as in like Americans, like right now.
It is.
yeah.
I don't really give
Oh,
a shit
okay,
about
about
diamonds.
that.
What about all those Americans that do the safaris and able to kill like just
Like ivory.
endangered
them.
animals?
The only reason why that's legal is to help the fucking.
Yeah, I know why.
Okay.
Ivory.
You can't even get ivory anymore. It's just legal.
Where would all our shit in the zoos come from?
So, Asia, like they have these other.
They don't
we
got
have
animals.
animals-
We
Yeah, they
already
got everything.
we already have those animals in cages and shit right now. So
Like the only animals that are like specific to Africa are maybe gorillas and lions. Certain types of lions
Ostriches?
and cheetahs. No, you can get ostriches in more than just Africa.
Yeah, and then they have ostriches in Australia.
Pretty sure they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Essentially,
main
Australia would become Africa.
the main export of African nature
Nation?
Why can't I fucking read? Africa nations are palm oil, gold and diamonds, oil, cocoa,
Oh, cocoa.
Chocolate.
and timber
So chocolate and,
and
what?
precious metals.
Yeah, I mean,
So bling,
Vibra-
chocolate.
vibranium.
well, fuck it. We'll just say Europe just for the record.
What comes out of Europe though, other than white
A
girls?
shitload of
oh
cars.
shit.
Yeah, motherfucker. He's got a BMW.
I got 3 BMWs.
Yeah.
They do man, like Lamborghinis and shit.
I've never even seen a fucking African car, and I've been to Africa.
Oh yeah, we would lose Iskra
You be
Lawrence.
walking around like the Flintstones
I've
and
been
shit.
there a
shit.
couple times.
Saying yabba dabba doo
Yeah.
before we go to work.
Yeah, we'd lose Iskra Lawrence.
Yeah,
She's
she's a national treasure. She is. Yeah, there's a lot of shit you'd be missing if not for Europe. Probably like not as much now, but it's still a lot of shit.
Okay.
Oh, we'd miss the what was it? Do they even use it anymore? The euro.
Yeah, they still use euro. Just God damn it, you got me all fucked up. England does it now.
Oh, okay.
They're not going to in the near future.
After Brexit.
And we'd also be missing what is that? The Large Hadron Collider, because that's in Europe.
Oh, I thought that was Sweden.
Where is Europe? Where is Sweden?
Holy shit. Your geography. Are we gonna? You know what I'm
I
gonna do?
know.
Goodbye, Carmen San Diego.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. I got a plan
Sure you
for
do.
next podcast. I got something funny.
We're gonna test on Ninja.
You gonna test old Ninja and Prodigy? 'Cause Prodigy's got some fucked
Oh,
up geography
man.
going on too.
Man, my shit's fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, though, I mean, I fucking traveled the fucking world, so I know where generally where shit is.
I
More
don't
than
give a
most
fuck
people.
about
Yeah,
But, yeah.
But continents are pretty much general 5th grade knowledge.
Yeah, pretty much.
But a lot of that shit's changed because like there used to be the USSR and that's not there anymore.
But that doesn't change the
That's,
continent.
that's our continent, though.
That's just a
No, but
country.
the name changed.
That's the name of the country
Russia.
changed.
Yeah.
and
Hilarious.
Russia's in Europe and Asia, but whatever.
large.
I don't know. I just need my anime.
That was an
so I
interesting
can't-
conversation. Yeah, obviously, if we missed Asia, we missing like a show.
Yeah.
Everybody can agree on that.
Half our podcast be over.
Yeah. Like pretty much all this shit would be fucking. I don't think anything in here
It's made in not
Technology.
made
We
in
would
Taiwan.
be behind.
Other than his beer.
How many years do you think we would be behind if we didn't have?
We wouldn't even fucking have cartoons, bro. we
Japan?
wouldn't even fucking have cartoons.
Like, do you think like technologically
Techno?
we would be what, like 70s if there were no?
I have most people, yes.
Okay.
Because the only reason why I say most people is because there are certain innovations here in America, like cars, car technology. Fucking Tesla is a perfect example. They're the first ones to really get around with electric cars.
Fucking hybrids too.
Yeah, but they're still sourcing some products from China.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
Components and
I
shit.
think it's like 3% of the cars made in China or in Asia in general.
Okay.
So, but yeah, generally speaking, I mean, most of our shit comes from Asia. Like all of our most of our transistors, computer chips, fucking hard drives, small components. That's all coming from Asia. So,
But I feel like
clothes
it could be made here though. It's just that
way more
outsourced.
expensive.
Yeah.
Because we have shit called morality about having kids working in
Yeah.
factories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Giving
wait,
our workers breaks and shit, letting them
Yeah.
go home and see their families.
Yeah. So wait, not having to put up a net around your fucking building to stop them from jumping over the edge.
Damn.
so wait, if we did get rid of Asia, does that include Japan?
Yes.
God damn it!
What the
Well,
fuck?
Well, Japan's an island.
It's a God damn it!
I mean, if it's broken off, do we really want to like annex it and just be like, oh, it's its own thing?
You take this. I'm throwing you a bounce pass. You handle this one.
I'm asking what your rules are about. Is it all
What do you mean
about
the rules?
What a
your
continent-
rules?
Tectonic plates, goddammit, and fucking continents.
Do you know how many states there are? Do you consider Alaska a state? Do
Yes,
you consider
Alaska's
Hawaii
a-
a state?
It is a state.
Is Hawaii not an island? Is Hawaii an island?
It
There's
is-
no thinking about it.
It is an island.
Okay,
but
is it a part of the United States?
Yes,
Is
it
it a
is.
part of North America? Is it a part
Yeah,
of North
yes, it is.
So what difference is that from Japan?
I'm just saying, did we want to maybe keep it? Just
This
a
is
little
why
bit,
the
or
rest
did
of
you
the
wanna-
nation hates America.
I'm just saying. I'm saying, did you
perpetuating
want to perhaps
stereotypes.
keep that little piece and be like, okay, it's
Did
its own
I?
thing?
No,
or
did
are you saying
I?
all
It's
of it?
part of Asia.
It is what it is.
part of
I'm
Asia.
seeing if
That's
you're
why they're
making exceptions. That's all.
Asian.
Sections.
What's
damn it.
wrong? What's wrong with making
There's
ex-
seven
exceptions?
Seven on a world of how many billions of people are on this fucking planet, and it's divided into 7 continents. Now you want to reduce it because that's too many for you.
No, I mean, just
It's 7.
You want me-
Goddamn.
here, I'll
No,
break-
no,
I'm
no,
just
no,
saying-
no. You know what? Ask him to name them. Ask him to name them.
Let me break it down for you.
Name the
okay?
7 continents, old ninja.
Let me break it down for you. This is why I would say it's the Eurasian plate. All right, this is generally speaking, what it is. All right, these are tectonic plates. All right, this is the Eurasian plate. That's Japan right there. All right, but
So
they break it down a little bit differently to like make things simpler, but it's still the same part of the same tectonic plate.
Can you name the 7 continents?
can we just maybe like
So
cut
the-
it a
You
little
sound-
bit
you
just
sound
to
like
keep?
we're not
just-
gonna cut
I
it.
mean, you want to keep anime, right? If you lose Asia, you lose a lot. of anime.
We're not losing Asia.
I don't know.
We ain't losing Asia.
Asia's safe.
Yeah, Asia's top of the list.
Yeah.
All right,
shit.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah. Asia's not on the bubble.
There's some argument between like Europe and Africa, but fucking Asia's on top.
Asia's sitting comfortable. Asia's like, I'm gonna go get a snack. I'll be back. Y'all figure this out. I'll be back.
They gotta sit in the corner and do some math and shit.
Calculating and shit.
Holy shit. Are we gonna wrap it up, or we got more topics? What are we trying to do?
What else is on here?
What is the other ask B?
Wait,
Oh, okay.
What was your other one? Yeah.
was there another one?
Yeah,
Oh,
the one you asked.
yeah. Is Batman a good father?
No. He got
quick.
most of his pseudo kids killed. Shit, are fucked up. They all left him.
That kind of puts you in bad territory. On the bad end of the spectrum, I would think.
Yeah, he's a horrible father.
All
Put
right.
his- He puts his kids in danger, and like, even when he's out doing Batman shit, like he's putting his own life in danger. So if he was to die, like the kids will be orphans again. Like what the fuck?
Well, he doesn't raise them like children. He raises them as adults.
Well, not Damien.
Yes, he doesn't treat Damien like a child at all.
But no, like wait, what do you say again?
He treats all of his quote unquote children like adults.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Like all of them. Yeah.
But they all were kids though when they came into his
Well, that's
custody.
what I'm saying though. But he doesn't treat them as children. He treats them as adults. He has them out doing adult shit.
Like
I
fighting
don't-
adults.
like I would never have. So I have a 15-year-old daughter. I wouldn't have her fighting crime with me. I'd be like, what the fuck? Got a goddamn mind.
You have more morals.
Yeah.
the guy who's supposed to have morals and shit have his kids out there.
Yeah.
But he said he did it because he doesn't want them to follow the same path he went down.
By following the same
then-
path that he
Yeah,
went
I was
down?
like, wait, don't they follow
Yeah.
him?
He's like, well, your parents didn't die. Oh wait, Dick, yours did. So whatever.
And then like with Gordon's, daughter, he kind of like shacked up with her.
Well, he fucked goddamn
Barbara?
Yeah.
Well, so did Dick and fucking Damien almost did.
Wow.
Not Damien, what's the other kid's name?
Didn't Tim and
Tim, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tim tried to hook up with her.
Hmm.
Smash. If you read not the Injustice, but the one where Batman goes missing, there's a little situation between Tim and Barbara talking about how like they used to date and stuff.
I'm cool with wrapping it up. Y'all cool?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Oh wait. Oh no. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right. Blue, what you got?
Oh shit! What am I doing this weekend? I'm gonna try to finish playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I never actually finished playing the game. I got pretty far and like I opened up the map. I think I'm gonna try to finish it up so I can try to download DLC and try to kick that game's ass. But one thing I'm gonna have a struggle with. Remember how the fucking controls and shit work. So I might like have to maybe start a new game just to remember the command the controls and shit, and then go back and finish my save game. But I got that going on. That's pretty much it. Nothing really happening too much. Last week I went to the Bruno Mars concert, which was good. It wasn't as spectacular as I was hoping it was gonna be, but he definitely gave off a really good show, and people were fucking loving it. Wait, one thing about the O.com, O.co's.
Oh, the arena.
Yeah, the arena. That fucking arena sucks, man. It
Old
sucks.
as shit.
It's one fucking thing is that like when you're walking around this like where the concession stands are and stuff like that, like the ceiling is really fucking low. It's like maybe as high as the ceiling here in the base, but like the parking lot to get out, it took us like almost an hour to get out of the fucking parking lot, dude. Like it was fucking ridiculous. Like we came in through one entrance, but they closed that entrance. Like you only can go through one fucking side. I'm like, dude, that's like the most shittiest fucking layout you can have. But man, it just took us forever to get out of that goddamn arena.
Might be the oldest one. I was trying to Google it right now. It could be the oldest. Like
a lot of
the
their
Coliseum.
well, in like basketball arena.
Oh, is that the? Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
the
that's
O.com.
yeah.
Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
Well,
the
one
Coliseum's old as fuck.
One other thing is that like the ceiling is so low that none of their basketball players could actually walk around in there because they're too fucking tall. Like they would have to keep ducking every time like they walk through like certain levels and shit like that.
All right, old ninja, what you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds because I believe I'm on the last mission because I've done almost everything else. There's actually something I wanted to talk about real quick because I'm gonna try to watch this. Is that Machinima made a Transformers anime type thing? It's called the Transformers Combiner Wars. You can actually watch it on YouTube and Facebook. They're doing a second series when they're bringing back some of the old school voices like Peter Cullen. They're bringing back Judd Nelson. They're bringing in Michael Dorn and Will Wheaton.
Nice.
And Jason David Frank. So they're going to be on the new series called Transformers Titans Return. It will be airing on, go90.com or the Go90 app, November 14th. So the Combiner Wars, those episodes were anywhere from 5 to 9 minutes. And Machinima made it all one feature-length movie. It's like 45, 50 minutes long, which you can go ahead and watch. And then it's the prelude to this new series that's going to drop in like a few days. Just going to be doing that. I guess be gearing up for this Justice League dropping in like a week. And that's kind of about it.
All right, Stitch, what you got?
Yeah, the Warriors one is the oldest one. It was 1966.
Damn.
It's the oldest one. Then it's Madison Square Garden, and then the rest of them were it's 1988.
Yeah, they should have waited 3 years before building the.
Yeah, all the other ones are like in the late 90s, 2000.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden though gets updated.
Yeah,
Like O.Co and the Coliseum, they're still old as fuck. I'm pretty sure there's still uranium in that goddamn place.
And the Madison Square Garden is like a historical place where like I think like Ali fought there and shit like that, where it's like Oakland, but.
Well, still, like, I mean, this is where the last UFC fight was. Did you guys watch the last UFC fight?
I heard it was
No, I
pretty
just heard
crazy.
a lot of
Fucking
people.
amazing.
Like GSP fucked up Bisbing, right?
Yeah,
Bisbing?
fucking choked his ass the fuck out. Ioana Jędrzejczyk got knocked out, which nobody saw coming. And then basically all the belts got lost. So yeah.
There's
Yeah, I
like
heard
3
about that.
title changes or something.
Yeah.
Okay. What I got going on? Oh, work-wise going good. I'm supposed to go up to Santa Rosa on Sunday. So I'll be up there for like 3 days, which will be interesting because that's the area for those that don't live in the area and know that's where all the crazy fires are going down. So I mean, it'll be pretty interesting to see the damage like with my own eyes because I've heard stories about it from some of my coworkers that were up there doing stuff. They said it was pretty. They compared it to
eerie.
like The Walking Dead in
Shit.
terms of like some of how the land and the houses that were completely fucked up in areas and neighborhoods. So
I know they're worried right now because the raining season started happening, and so all that like
Mudslides.
stuff.
yeah, all the
not just
ash
that, but
and
like
mud and-
like asbestos and shit from the houses and stuff will get into like the waterways and shit.
yeah, that could suck. I didn't think about that. Other than that, I do definitely plan on playing a lot of video games. Prodigy gave me some X-Men Gold and Blue to catch up and read on, which I'm very excited to do because I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. So I can go on a nice little marathon session with that. I'm going to get in on Evil Within, try to knock that out, watch a little bit of football, hopefully, and just sort of chill. If tomorrow, depending on how late I sleep in, I would like to go like off-roading in
Like real off-roading?
yeah,
Nice.
there's like this place in like Hollister that I hear has got like a bunch of like good trails and stuff.
Does
But I got to see how that will, if it's safe to go there with rain.
yeah.
So they don't have
apparently-
like a winch or anything.
Yeah, apparently
yeah,
it was
you
raining just a few minutes.
You should have a winch. And do you have underbody protection?
I have I have like rock guards and then the underbody protection. I don't have a winch though. I have like straps.
You should look into that eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll have to do some research to see, I guess, how is this like an intermediate kind of trail or anything? Because last thing I want to do is end up at the bottom of a ravine.
Yeah.
Shit, that'll be all bad. So,
Extra
yeah.
bad.
All right.
Oh, before you start, we want to promote our little outing that we're about to do.
Yeah.
yes.
So actually, I'll
Bring the
make a
portable.
Facebook event tomorrow. Yeah, I can bring the portable too. So we're gonna go to the Lonely Cigar Lounge in Fremont, California, on November 17th. It's a Friday. We'll be there like around 7 p.m. So we're gonna do a whiskey and cigar night that night. If y'all want to come and join us, if you're local, coming out, see us in person, do some in real life shit. If not, it's all good. I mean, we're just gonna hang out and just bullshit anyway. So it should be a good night. So please come out. It's a really nice spot. Right next, you can bring your own booze. So they don't sell booze there, but you can bring your own booze.
Yeah.
And then right next door there is a Smoking Pig. So if you want some food, they can deliver it next door. So it's pretty cool.
You can have any kind of food delivered there too if you don't want barbecue.
Yeah, they're real cool guys. I actually know the owners.
Nice.
So on to actually what you were talking about. About the fires up in like Santa Rosa and stuff. So I'm actually going to a concert tomorrow, which I just knew today. Somebody gave me tickets to go to the benefit concert for the fires. So it's headlined by Metallica. It's
Nice.
got Dave Matthews Band, Raphael Sadiq, and I think G-Eazy and somebody else are going to be there. And I get to go
Nice.
for free. So thank you, Nanette, for hooking me up with those tickets. I really appreciate it. Other than that, just getting back into training. Hopefully my shin heals up. And yeah, it's basically all I got.
All right, check us out on Twitter at BThanBTI. It's BTHANBTI. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. YouTube, search for Black and the Black Times Infinity. You can chat with us every Wednesday live as we go live and do our podcast. Check out our official site, benheadproductions.com/BThanBTI. Check us out on Apple Podcasts. Write us, rate us, do what you got to do. Make sure it's 5 stars, or I'm sending Prodigy to your house so he can shit on your carpet. I'm just saying.
A plan for our future.
Oh, shit. Bring it back.